morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
It's 31 after 6 on a beautiful Thursday morning, June 25, 2026, 32 after 6, 97.3 Citi FM. Hello to you. If you can hear my voice, you and I are privileged to be alive, well and kicking. The greatest gift, the greatest miracle we can have and ever ask for is to have life. So welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to the best gift ever. Thursday, June 25, 2026. Now, on this day, many years ago, a young woman expectant felt like going to the loo. Little did she know, it was time to birth a young man who will be serving you radio morning as I am doing. Oh yeah, welcome to today. It's my birthday, and it's a joy and a privilege to be serving you on 97.3 Citi FM. We'll bring you the news review, we'll bring you business, we'll bring you sports, great conversations, great music like this one I love so much from SP Kofi Sapong. Before we start the day, we'll share business sense with you. And as I reflect on these years, another day around the sun, I come to the unmistakable conclusion that I have become and I am the sum total of the investments of my society. And so gratitude in abundance to you, family and friends, strangers as well, for the investments you've made in me. And my challenge to you on Business Sense this morning is invest in people. Invest in people. Treasury bills don't break hearts. Real estate don't let you down on a random Tuesday. Stocks don't wake up, change their minds and walk away. People are messy. They are unpredictable. Sometimes you pour your time, your grace, and your hard-earned resources into people only to get burned. It's a risky business to invest in people. But trust me, human beings yield the highest and most fulfilling return on investment on this planet. So make time to invest your words, your thoughts, your prayers, your substance in people. It changes a lot. It has generational effects. That's Business Sense for you today. And for all who have made time to invest their thoughts, their prayers, their substance in us, giving us opportunity long before we had any promise. Thank you. And this is to you. Hopefully it will make you proud. Business Sense is brought to you by APSA. Going green is not just about saving the planet. It can save you real money. So install panels and cut down your power cost. Get an electric vehicle and reduce what you spend getting around. Switch to energy efficient equipment. Lower the cost of running your home or business. And the best part, APSA Bank can help you finance all of it. The APSA Green Finance Loan gives you what you need to make it happen. So walk into any APSA branch today, ask about the APSA Green Finance Loan today, and say yes to a greener tomorrow. Your story matters, APSA. And we're bringing you the news review shortly. That's proudly brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Your salary deserves better, so switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy amazing benefits from lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. Learn more. Call us now 0800 003355. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Check us on our socials. Fidelity Bank GH. FidelityBank.com.gh. That's a website as well. And Samuel Attah-Mensah.
Yes, sir.
Swedru Abrante.
I'm gonna.
Swedru Abrante. And okay, Orokodo.
A wonderful good morning to you, Major Caleb, and good morning to the good people of Ghana and to the world. First of all, let me be the early bird to wish you a very happy, stupendous birthday.
Thank you.
I wish you a year full of supernatural manifestations.
Amen.
I wish you a year full of great successes. For all you know, you are a great inspiration to all of us. In case you do not know, you're a great inspiration to all of us. And God bless you so much for what you do for Mother Ghana and for everybody else. In fact, I wish you a super califragilisticexpialidocious year. Enjoy your day, man. Enjoy.
That's Samuel Attah-Mensah for you. Great guy any day. Charlie, what's in the papers this morning?
Yes, in the papers this morning. Let's start with the Chronicle and Jumosapon questions proliferation of China malls in Ghana. Story be found on page 7. And then Amrahia residents plead with President Mahama to probe demolitions. And the jewelry firm sues Danwell Insurance Limited over alleged failure to honor $3 million burglary claim.
Okay, now let me bring Daily Graphic this morning. As Santahene launches book on KNUST's 75th anniversary, Justice Tokonu loses case at Echoas Court. caught lead suspect in Australia, 320 kg meth shipment arrested in Accra. Gold board purchases 135,843 tons of gold between January last year and May this year. This is according to the Deputy Finance Minister.
Okay, the Ghanaian Times this morning, very troubling story here. Nation records 15,290 new HIV infections. Experts call for action. And they also have NACOC destroys narcotic drugs worth over 37 million Ghana cedis. And then building cost inflation rises slightly to 2.7% in May. And finally, on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, Echoas court throws out Justice Tokonu's case against Ghana.
That story is the big one on the front page of Daily Guide. Echoas court dismisses Tokonu's removal challenge. The other story is NACOC nabs for over $208 million smuggled meth to Australia. And stay off KNUST lands, Asante Hine to encroachers. Our lives are in danger. This is Adra Safo's aunt.
Okay, the Overseer newspaper this morning, they also have the NACOC story. NACOC arrests key suspect in $296 million Ghana-Australia meth case. And Awutu Senya East NDC chairman calls for ceasefire, urges party unity. Abrim NDC youth organizer gives former Conservative chairman a new car. And they have the Echoas court story as well.
All right, the Inside newspaper this morning, Tokonu crashes at Echoas court. Where else? UN's Arusha Tribunal or Hague? Big questions they are asking. And U.S. tightens news, imposes even more sanctions on Cuba. 13 killed in terror attack on airport. Niger's defense ministry alleges participation of France-backed mercenaries. Ghana's salary system must reflect productivity, not inflation. This is Austin Gamer speaking here. And 13 World Cup nations call out UEFA president over an interesting matches remark. And the Asians call Dr. Oforisapong urges Black Stars to make history.
Okay, the Hawk newspaper. Where did the 948 free tickets go? And the diaspora fans claim free Ghana Panama tickets were sold for 450 Canadian dollars. And Gold Board goes global. License buyers told to use LBMA benchmark from July 1.
Now, okay.
Yeah.
So the archives here has forest under siege. Draw River Forest Reserve handed over to miners. Residents, activists vow resistance as company sets to invade. Now, Inchira SHS bullies still walking free. Police GES remains silent. You saw the video of a guy who was sitting on an elevation that has poly tanks on it in a blue top and a brown khaki. And the guy was just slapping him back and forth, assaulting him mercilessly. That guy has still not been arrested, and the Archives newspaper is putting some focus
pressure
on that.
Very well. Let me end with the Daily Democrat newspaper this morning. And the capture Tokonu crashed as Echoas court endorses dismissal. Different angle on that. And then President Mahama urges NDC unity at Rollins Memorial. And Bust Energies denies fuel contamination claims. That came a bit earlier. Ghana Medical Trust Fund seeks media partnership to boost awareness on NCD health care. And they also captured the story where Amrahia residents are appealing to President Mahama to probe property demolition.
Right. So News Guide Africa this morning says mining cost surge pushes factory inflation to 5.8% as industry demand shift to local cement raw material. And presidential committee's findings contradict Fourth Estate claims on NLA KGL deal. Former NLA official is speaking. Now, protect the soul of the NDC. Totobi Kwache warns against political mercenaries and elite interest. Echoas throwing out Madame Tokonu's case is also here as well. If I take you online quickly, citinewsroom.com. This is Muntaka speaking. He says Sedina Tamaklo is in prison custody, contrary to claims that she's in a private facility. And we will have later on the Citi Business Festival a roundtable to spotlight Ghana's automotive assembly industry. That comes off today. Look forward to that. And mass gun license revocation is a flawed approach. Kumado is speaking here. Flooding crisis calls for tougher sanitation laws. This is is Apostle Eric Nyamiche, chairman of the Church of Pentecost, speaking here. Combating misinformation, strengthen economic reporting. BOG to journalists is charging them to do that. If you go to channel1newsonline.com, Channel 1 Community Legends, meet the doctor transforming child cancer care in Cape Coast. Dr. Emanuela Mwako's photo is here doing great. Curious tactical masterclass behind Ghana's
tactical masterclass.
I'm telling you, behind Ghana's England draw. This is Godfred Akoto Boafo speaking to Bernard yesterday on the point of view. Scrap 20% tax on solar systems. This is UMAT professor urging. There are more stories, including one on school feeding program reaching 4.2 million pupils nationwide. This is according to the gender minister. And in Ewutu Senya East, marriage allegations against NDC constituency chairman baseless. This is the secretary. We are told Kudah is demanding the suspension of July 1 utility tariff increase. Okay. However, on Republic Day to be observed on July 3. Okay. This is according to the government. Take you to the High Street Journal very quickly. From viral moment to economic opportunity. What pit stop reviews about Ghana's sports hospitality boom, and then funded with oil money but can't be labeled oil project. PIAC recounts challenge with project. TCDA, that is the Tree Crop Development Authority, defends cashew pricing policy, rejects claims of 25 Ghana cedi producer price. I take you to my jaw online. Okay. Private security companies have no right to carry guns. This is Muntaka again. Fix Kaswa Winneba Road.
Again.
Or fix 20. Yes, I should say it again.
Say it again.
Fix Kaswa Winneba Road.
Yeah, so terrible.
Or face 20% fare hike from June 29. Yeah. We don't like this ending. This is from the transport operators. If I take you to Bloomberg very quickly, head of South Africa's #2 party speaks out against xenophobia. A tycoon, a security guard, and Dangote's $40 billion Nigeria IPO. This is an article here that might interest you. Akom, which of the stories do you want to lead?
Yes, I would want to lead with the Echoas court story this morning. Story in the Ghanaian Times, page 3. Echoas court throws out Justice Tokonu's case against Ghana. Story by Malik Suleiman. Another community court of justice of the Economic Community of West African States, Echoas court, sitting in Abuja, Nigeria, on Wednesday dismissed all claims brought by Ghana's former Chief Justice, Justice Gertrude Tokonu, alleging violations of her fundamental human rights in connection with her suspension and subsequent removal from office. Now, the court held that it found no violation of the rights pleaded by Justice Tokonu and consequently dismissed all her claims, including a request for compensation of $10 million.
Okay. Any more stories you want to look at?
Yes, any more stories? Let me bring you this one because residents of Amra here are making a plea, and they are pleading with President Mahama to probe demolitions. Residents of Amrahia farm in the Greater Accra region have appealed to President John Dramani Mahama to intervene and order investigations into what they describe as unlawful demolition of their properties by individuals. Now, the appeal followed the demolition of several structures in the area, including church building, which residents insist were legally acquired and developed. Story by Jennifer Ambole.
I watched that video and I saw the properties where they are complaining. It is actually in the reserve of the water. So those demolitions are lawful. I think this thing where people always want to blackmail the authorities for
and
doing
bring
the
up
wrong
human
thing
face
must end. They are wrong. The thing might be
That's all right.
Good morning,
Good morning, my brother.
good to have you, man.
Yeah, so.
No, we are holding the fort.
Demolish it. No.
That's right.
So this is why you learned him from my man.
You see that?
I saw some man complaining yesterday that he went to see Gerard Mosquito.
Yeah, somebody to say he slaughtered 32 cows for the NDC.
They want the safety of the Ghanaian people.
Precisely.
I mean, whoever you took the cattle or cow or whatever it is to, now I know you are not matter. Anyway, so let's tell you about some other stories. I want to go online briefly. There's a story here talking about Sedina Tamaklo. And Muntaka, the Minister for Interior, has been quoted an interview with Joy FM yesterday.
Yes.
And the story is on our portal City Newsroom, and it says the Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak has moved to shut down allegations suggesting that former Maslock Chief Executive Officer Sedina Attah-Mensah is being kept in a private facility or enjoying any form of special treatment while serving her sentence. Now, addressing the issue on Wednesday, June 24, he stressed that the convicted former CEO is fully in the custody of the state and under the supervision of the Ghana Prisons Service.
Right.
The story continues to say that a quote saying, from the day she came, she has been with us. And she's with us, and she's serving her term. He stated in an interview on Joy News. Now, his clarification comes amid renewed political pressure, particularly from the opposition lawmakers we have in the country, who are demanding transparency over the exact detention location of Sedina Attah-Mensah following her conviction in the Maslock.
Remember when Gifty Owari, the former NSS deputy boss, came? We saw her right from the airport, and then anytime she shows up at court. So in her case, people are saying, no, you just announced that she's in and she's in the cooler, but we didn't see any evidence of her touching down and all that. So in the spirit of transparency, let's get to see it.
One rule for some other people. One rule for some other. Of course, the minister. I mean, I watched excerpts of the interview yesterday. I don't think that. I mean, he's been transparent. I mean, if you want us to believe that the person is in your custody, tell us the location. I mean, this claim that the person where the person is may be killed, and I mean, complete.
Well, we'll stay with the minister because he has revoked the licenses of guns.
Yes.
And some people are not happy.
Yeah, we did
but
that story 2 days ago,
the vice chairperson of Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee and member of Parliament for West, Peter Lanchene-Tobu, has supported the decision to revoke all existing firearm licenses nationwide, describing the move as a necessary step towards promoting responsible gun ownership and enhancing public safety. But the questions I'm asking is, if I just acquired my license for my gun and you just unilaterally announce revocation online on air, I mean, what happens to me?
I know that there are a number of
I have a legitimate
questions people may ask regarding possible use of Article 23 or related institution, legal provision. But I normally on these matters would want to go with what authorities are saying, because look, when one gun goes off, a lot of people may die. We just saw what happened in the Dom Kwabena constituency recently. I mean, if we had lost that member of parliament, institutional memory would have gone with her and all of the former member of parliament. So on those matters,
but I think it's responsible use of the firearm.
Right? But it means also that we do have a lot of people who are owning guns they should not be owning. We saw a number of chief executives, kill themselves recently. I mean, so it's some way. Yes, government should not be what's the word? Capricious. But if there is evidence to suggest that a lot of guns are in wrong hands, and there's something that can be done about it within the ambit of the law, I think we'll go
talk to me. There's an editorial in the Chronicle this morning.
Yes, there's an editorial in the Chronicle, and it says, "Fix the roads before they break the nation." And the story says, according to a report published by City Newsroom, taxi drivers and commercial motorbike operators operating on the Shama Nyankrom Town Road in the Western region recently blocked the road to draw attention to its deteriorating condition. The drivers complained that the road has become almost impassable due to deep potholes, poor drainage, and flooding. According to them, rainfall has worsened the situation, making movement very difficult and increasing the risk of accident. Now, the affected drivers, rather than merely complaining, organized a communal exercise to desilt choked gutters in an effort to improve water flow and reduce flooding on the road. Very beautiful editorial in the Chronicle this morning.
I've heard some people say that the Kaswa Winneba Road must be fixed, or they will increase the fares, 20%. Transport fares. That's one of the stories online as well. So it means that the roads,
as far as we know, government is working on that road. So let's take it easy.
But their complaint really is that the contractor should also make some parts more trouble.
I mean, those are valid.
But it doesn't call for increase.
No increments. 20% is too much.
We are already struggling. Let me take you back to citynewsroom.com. There's a story there that talks still about the social space. Drug networks infiltrating schools. This is coming in from NACOC, and yesterday there was an interview on Eyewitness latest news
Yeah.
regarding what the schools are doing or the education ministry is doing. So the story says the Narcotics Control Commission, NARCOC, has raised concern over the increasing infiltration of drug networks within tertiary and second cycle institutions, warning that substance abuse is becoming a growing threat to university campuses across the country. Now, the commission said recent intelligence and enforcement operations indicate that drug-related activities are no longer confined to street-level distribution, but are increasingly being recorded within educational institutions, raising fears about the exposure of young people to narcotics at an early stage of their academic life. Now, yesterday in the interview, I heard it passively. The Minister Deputy for Education was talking about even in the basic schools.
Basic schools?
Yes.
Schools.
Wheat toffee or something?
They say they are mixing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, that is a major problem that we have got to
Very
deal
concerning.
with. And you relate that to the indiscipline we're seeing.
Yeah. Like this one
They all
in
come under
Shira.
that influence.
Shira SHS bully still working free. Did you see that video of the
Yeah,
young man
I
slapping
was so
another
angry.
colleague?
But in the minister's interview, deputy minister's interview, he indicated that earlier reports suggested that it must have been that school.
Okay.
But subsequent, indications are that it may
It's
well be
pointing
a
to
different,
something else.
different school.
And it's
that
not
they have
been
to-
long. We saw 5 students of Central University arrested for possession of illegal substances like
Exactly.
this. So
Exactly.
we really need to pay attention to the space and ensure that things don't deteriorate.
And the international infamy, the international image we are gaining over this 200 million or 300 million matter, which the narcotic people or the drug people say they are
that
investing.
story is here. I can look
it's
at the
here
page
as
6
well.
of Daily Guide.
Page 6 of the Daily Guide. But before that, same NARCOC, they've destroyed narcotic drugs worth over 37 million Ghana cedis. A story from Stephanie Binkrang. Narcotic drugs and controlled substance valued at more than 37 million Ghana cedis have been destroyed by the Narcotics Control Commission in a major operation aimed at preventing the illicit items from finding their way back into society. That story is there. And then the one you asked for, NARCOC naps 4 over $208 million smuggled meth to Australia. Now, story by Prince Fifi York. 4 persons' names withheld, including a woman, are in the custody of Narcotics Control Commission for their alleged involvement in the smuggling of 320 kilograms of methamphetamine worth $208 million disguised as charcoal from Ghana to Australia. Now, according to sources at the commission, the first suspect, who works at the Tamahabo and facilitated the documentation of the consignment, was arrested last weekend after authorities launched an investigation into the incident. The suspect then led NARCOC officers to the other 2 suspects who were arrested in Kumasi, and the 4th suspect was also arrested yesterday in Accra.
Very well.
Okay, let's stay within the security space because there's a story here related to the what do you call it? The NDC's Akamba. Akamba. You find that story on myjoyonline.com. I'm not afraid of death, Akamba says, as he alleges threats on his life. Now, the story says former National Democratic Congress national organizer Joshua Akamba has said he is unfazed by death threats, declaring that he is not afraid to die because of his strong belief in reincarnation. Now, he was speaking on Ado MFM's Jwasunsem, and he opened up about recent threats to his life, but maintained a fearless stance. And he goes on to talk about other things. But please, we need a young man alive. We should not be killing anybody. It should not be happening in the church. It should not be happening in the society. We should stop that thing.
Yeah, man. Let me stay with the NDC and with the Overseer newspaper, page 4. Awutu Senior East NDC chairman calls ceasefire, urges party unity. The chairman of the NDC in the Awutu Senior East constituency of the Central Region, Stephen Ofosui-Jare, has called for an immediate cessation of all public commentaries and attacks linked to recent misunderstanding between himself and a member of parliament for the constituency.
Right, let me bring you quick ones. Justice Tokonu loses case at Echoas. Court Jocelyn Kafui Nyaji writes for a Daily Graphic that former Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu has lost her legal action at the Echoas Community Court of Justice, challenging her removal from office by the state. The court yesterday dismissed all 7 claims of human rights violations by Justice Tokonu in the process leading to her removal. The other story here is Asante Hene launches book on KNUST's 75th anniversary. You know, they've been documenting the impact of their alumni over the period, and he launched that. And I heard him also say in one of the papers that issuing a warning to encroachers to back off encroachments on KNUST lands.
Yes, let me now bring you, during the headline, there was one headline that caught our attention, and nation records 15,290 new HIV infections. Experts call for action. Story, the Ghanaian Times, page 13, from Kingsley Hope in Kumasi. Now, Ghana recorded 15,290 new HIV infections and 12,614 AIDS-related death in 2024, according to the latest national HIV estimate. The data further indicated that 334,721 people were living with HIV during the period, with women and young females continuing to bear a disproportionate share of the burden.
I think it comes back to the question of irresponsible sexual lifestyle, and then also when you are engaging in those things, how do you protect yourself and all of that. Recently, we're talking about whether or not we should make condoms freely available across our public institutions and all of these.
And then intensifying the education as well.
Exactly, and because prevention is at least what we should actually be aiming at. But again, we need to disaggregate the numbers to know which ones are coming from blood transfusion and all of these matters. And anyway, there's a story that I want to draw attention to. It's about Citi Business Festival. We are doing a roundtable to spotlight Ghana's automotive assembly industry, and it is coming off today. You find details of that story on citinewsroom.com. Let me give you 2 paragraphs of that story. The third roundtable is actually, they've written roundtable discussion. No, when you use roundtable, don't add discussion. Of the Citi Business Festival 2026 comes off today, Thursday, June 25, 2026, and will focus on Ghana's automotive assembly industry and its role in driving industrialization, job creation, and long-term economic growth. Now, held under the theme Driving Ghana Forward, the state of the automotive assembly industry and its contribution to the economy. The session will bring together policymakers, industry executives, and key stakeholders to assess the progress of Ghana's automotive sector and chart a path for future growth. So we'll all be there.
Caleb, before we go, I came with an announcement. Whilst we were on air, the wife of the host, Mrs. Kudah, she sent a delegation carrying a lot of gifts to celebrate the birthday of her one and only husband. That we should sing the happy birthday. I need to call it. I tell you. So while they were in the house, she didn't tell him anything. And when he got on air, the delegation surprised. So we are doing something small after the and he said we should sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. She said she has performed in the morning. Perform again.
Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hey, Andrea, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life.
Hey.
I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank, and that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider.
Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I lay your side, Fidelity.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Oh yeah, Nashika Caesar joins us with her radiance. Good morning, Nashika.
Good morning, Caleb. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
See how you're all smitten. Ooh, I got you, I know.
It's a good son.
It is. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Goil PLC. Goil, Good Energy. Coming up in the bulletin, Bank of Ghana imposes 3-year ban on repeat DAT check offenders. Also coming up, Ghana Union of Traders Association demands suspension of plant tariff hikes and later fuel price ease in June 2026, while transport fares remain unchanged. This is according to the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer. I'm Nashika Caesar. We settle for the details of our stories now. The Bank of Ghana BOG has introduced tougher sanctions against customers who issue DAT checks, including a 3-year ban on issuing checks and a 1-year restriction on accessing new credit facilities to strengthen confidence in the country's payment system. The measures contained in a notice issued on June 24 replace earlier directives introduced in 2021 and 2025 and take immediate effect. Here's more.
The central bank says the move follows continued concerns over high incidence of DAT check issuance despite previous regulatory interventions. According to the bank, the persistent issuance of dishonored checks is undermining trust in check-based transactions and threatening the integrity of the financial system. Under the revised framework, customers who issue a DAT check for the first time will be required to pay a penalty equivalent to 10% of the check's face value. The offending customer will also receive a formal warning and be placed under surveillance by the bank or specialized deposit-taking institutions for at least 1 year. The offense will be reported to both the credit reference bureaus and the Bank of Ghana. A second offense committed within 1 year of the first will attract a higher penalty of 15% of the check value, together with another formal warning and reporting requirement. Customers who issue a third DAT check within the same 1 year period will face the most severe sanctions. In addition to paying a penalty of 20% of the check value, they will be prohibited from issuing checks in Ghana for a minimum of 3 years. Beyond the check ban, the Bank of Ghana will also prohibit third-time offenders from accessing new credit facilities from the banking system for 1 year. The sanctions are designed to reinforce financial discipline and deter the misuse of check instruments.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Kudah, is calling on the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PURC, to suspend its planned utility tariff increases set to take effect on July 1, 2026. The PURC has announced a 3.49% increase in electricity tariffs and a 0.85% rise in water tariffs under its third quarter tariff review. Here is Kudah President Clement Boafo.
PURC should halt its intended increment of the utility services effective 1st July 2026. We think the increment is not tenable based on the reasons that has been by PURC. Reasons that have been given have to do with exchange rate fluctuations. It is true that the city has depreciated average of 4.18%.
You heard the president of Kudah, Clement Boafo. Now, the third and final roundtable discussion of the City Business Festival 2026 comes off on Thursday, June 25, 2026, with a focus on Ghana's growing automotive assembly industry and its contribution to national economic development. Here's more.
Forward, the state of the automotive assembly industry and its contribution to the economy. The session will bring together key players in the automotive sector to examine the expansion of Ghana's domestic automotive industry and explore opportunities within the African Continental Free Trade Area. Discussions will also focus on attracting manufacturing investment, strengthening local assembly operations, and addressing financing options to support industry growth. The General Manager of Citi FM and Channel 1 Television, Bernard Avle, has been speaking ahead of the event.
A few years ago, the government came up with a Ghana Automotive Development Policy, which attracted about 7 or 8 different companies to build assembly plants here in Ghana for various cars. The idea was to industrialize using the capabilities we learn in assembling these vehicles. The industry believes that there's a lot more that needs to be done for them, particularly when it comes to the tax incentives to keep them here. So the Citi Business Festival is focusing on the automotive industry and the assembly plant of these automobile industries.
The Citi Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank and sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN Ghana, Zonda Tech Ghana Limited and Petra Trust.
Moving on, fuel prices recorded a mixed but generally easing trend in June 2026, with petrol prices declining across major oil marketing companies, while diesel and charcoal posted marginal movement and LPG remained unchanged, according to the latest Channel 1 market price barometer.
The June data suggests a slight easing in fuel cost pressures at the pumps, even as transport fares remained unchanged across major routes in Accra. Petrol recorded the sharpest decline during the review period. At Star Oil, prices fell from 14 Ghana cedis 60 pesos in May to 13 Ghana cedis 85 pesos in June, representing a 5.14% decrease. Gold also recorded a similar trend, with prices easing from 14 Ghana cedis 60 pesos to 13 Ghana cedis 87 pesos, a 5% drop. Diesel, however, moved in mixed directions. At Star Oil, prices edged up from 15 Ghana cedis 81 pesos to 15 Ghana cedis 93 pesos, representing a 0.76% increase. Gold, on the other hand, recorded a decline from 16 Ghana cedis 46 pesos to 15 Ghana cedis 95 pesos, a 3.1% decrease. LPG, however, recorded no price change, holding steady at 17 Ghana cedis. Charcoal prices moved in the opposite direction, increasing from 140 Ghana cedis to 145 Ghana cedis, a 3.57% rise, pointing to sustained demand pressures in the alternative household energy market. Despite the movements in fuel and energy prices, transport fares across major routes in Accra remained unchanged during the period. The Manina to Circle route held steady at 8 Ghana cedis. Kaswa to Circle remained at 10 Ghana cedis, and that of Ashiaman to Circle also stayed unchanged at 18 Ghana cedis. Overall, the June 2026 data points to easing petrol prices and marginal energy adjustments, but stable transport fares suggest that downstream pricing responses have yet to fully reflect changes at the pumps.
That was data compiled by the Channel 1 TV Research Desk and the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer, tracking price movements across Accra. Now let's take you to the interbank market, and the dollar is selling for 11 cedis 21 pesos, while the British pound is going for 14 cedis 78 pesos, and the euro is going for 12 cedis 75 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Ecobank, and Goil Good Energy. I'm Nashi Kasiza. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. Now, to celebrate 30 years, we are giving back big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados to be won. Over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards, plus so much more. Connect to your everyday hustle on MTN. Make video calls. Browse the internet for business with family and friends. Connect your home to MTN Fiber. Make that money move on Momo and stay ahead, because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years of MTN with the MTN at 30 promo. Use more MTN services, build more points, and win big. Dial *530# or visit the My MTN app for more.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone. You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink. Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
L to the L to the L to the L. Hey. Help me make I know they talk much.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
It's 12 after 7. Nashika Caesar just brought you the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. Well, EcoBank and MTN are proud to be associated with same. If you're looking for quality fuel that gives your engine smooth performance, please look no further. Gold Super XP of premium quality gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. It's fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel that takes you further. So just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Gold Super XP. Well, good energy. Now, do you know how money really moves in Ghana at EcoBank when we know it doesn't just move on payday, but every day, connecting you to the people who matter most? EcoBank provides one seamless banking experience across 34 African countries. Our digital platforms instantly connect people, businesses, and opportunities across the entire continent. Pay bills, transfer funds, and manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Just download the EcoBank mobile app, dial *770# or use EcoBank online and our nationwide ATMs. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Edwin has walked into the studio just before we engage. Sometimes big moments begin with small things. A call to someone you love, a moment to help family, a bundle to grow your business. What if those little moves could lead to something much bigger? With the MTN at 30 promo, every call, text, browse, Momo transaction, home fiber connection, and activity on the My MTN app earns you points toward amazing rewards. Win one of 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. My God. Share in over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes. Enjoy unforgettable experiences made just for you. Every move counts, so just dial *530# or open My MTN app and join the MTN at 30 promo now. MTN at 30, make every move count. We're bringing you a kickoff that's proudly brought to you by Lesheho. If you are ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom, the Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution, you're making your money work for you. So join the investment revolution with our Fixed Deposit Solution. Take charge of your financial future. 0302208333. Call us now to learn more. Let's invest wisely. Let's invest with Lesheho. Let's Lesheho. Let's improve life. And my brother from another mother, Edwin Kofi, joins us in the studio. Oh man, what's up?
I'm good.
Charlie, good to see you.
And a happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
I had to join the celebration.
No, it's important.
I was in my office singing happy birthday as well. But now that I'm here, I have to
thank you so much. Yeah. South Africa has made it, ne?
Yes.
That's how they say, ne?
Yeah, they made it. They're not coming back.
They're not going back. Well, we are happy for them. Yes, what was their performance like?
Very happy for them because after the first 2 games, everyone felt that they were going out. Yeah. They lost to Mexico. They drew with Czechia.
Yeah.
But And in this game against South Korea, everyone was expecting South Korea to come tops, but they actually dominated the game and came out 1-0 winners. Ended up finishing second on the group table with 4 points from a possible 9. So really good end to the group stages for
This was a goal in the second half.
A goal in the second half in the 63rd minute. And it was by Tapelo Maseko.
Tapelo
Maseko. He scored in the second half. And South Africa are through. But the interesting thing is they'll be facing Canada. So it's very likely they might make it far in this tournament because the Canadians themselves, they are not so strong. They lost yesterday to Switzerland, which meant that they finished second in their group, but they will not be playing in Canada for the rest of the tournament. If they had finished top of their group, they would have stayed in Canada for the next round and then the round of 16 if they made it there. But now they'll have to move to Los Angeles to play South Africa for the round of 16.
Interesting.
32 rather.
So it was South Africa and South Korea.
Yes, South Korea yesterday. And the South Koreans, as I said, very shambolic performance at the World Cup so far. Now they will have to wait to see if they qualify for the next round. Wait for other results to go in their favor. Because currently it's not looking good.
So
they have
a lot of permutations.
But it's not looking good anyway because they have 3 points and a -3 goal difference, which puts them in a very difficult position to qualify.
But
because,
so far, please go.
Yeah, so far. So if you look at the Black Stars, we have 4 points with the 0 +1 goal difference. So if we are compared to South Korea already, we are above them.
That's right.
So that's one team that's been eliminated from our thoughts.
Oh, nice. Yes. We don't have to face them at all.
We don't have to think about them at all.
But I think Mexico has done pretty good this time.
Wow, Mexico. Co-hosts, they've been fantastic. They've won all 3 of their games. They've not conceded a single goal at the tournament.
I think they've won every game without conceding a
single goal. They've been fantastic in their group. I didn't expect this from them, but they've proven to be very capable co-hosts off the pitch and on the pitch as well. So they topped Group A. They are into the last 32 without any hassle at all. So they stay in, unlike Canada, they stay in Mexico City. So they get to play in front of their home fans and have their fans around them. So
this is looking like co-host and attempt to win.
Exactly. The other two seem to be
not seeing top.
No, the other 2 co-hosts in terms of Mexico and
US and Mexico.
They are looking good. Canada
is the only weak link,
who are looking a little weak.
I see that. What will happen? When is their next game, though?
The next game is the 1st of July.
Okay,
yes,
that's Wednesday.
That's next Wednesday.
Okay,
so some time to prepare for their next game.
But it's looking like Czech Republic is out of the tournament.
Yes, they are out of the tournament. The only points they picked up was against South Africa, and obviously not enough for them to qualify. They are completely out. We were not expecting any much from them, but we expected at least better performances from the Czech Republic, or Czechia as they are officially known.
Czech Republic, they have quite a reputation for football.
That was back then. There was a point where they were second in the world rankings. That was in the 2006 World Cup, where we beat them anyway. But they've had consistently a number of good players. In recent years, I think the talent pool has dried up for
their performances,
Czechia, which has resulted in their performances also nosediving, as you said.
I see.
Yes.
But Canada faces South Africa.
Yes, Canada
round of 32.
Yes, they face South Africa. That's the only round of 32 match that we know for now. That's been certain. So at least both teams have some time to prepare for the specific opponent they are facing. Unlike other teams who have to wait and see who they might face.
Charlie, Haiti, man.
Haiti, yes, not too much expected. And they were in a difficult group with Brazil and Morocco. But at least they have something to come out of it. Their first the first World Cup goal in 52 years. First World Cup goal in 52 years. So they had something to celebrate. They actually scored twice. They gave Morocco a tough time, but of course,
Morocco dominated.
Yeah, the quality is going to tell. Morocco ended up winning 4-2, which puts them on 7 points alongside Brazil. So those two teams are through to the next round.
And Haiti is out.
Yeah, Haiti.
They're going home.
They're going home. Wow.
What's the match for today? What's happening today?
So today we have a number of big games to look forward to. We've already finished with groups A to C. Now we are going to looking at group E, F, and D. So to this afternoon, or this evening rather, we are going to see Curacao take on Cote d'Ivoire. That's in group E. Also Ecuador take on Germany. Both games will kick off at 8 p.m. So there's a lot to play for. Germany have already qualified, but La Cote d'Ivoire still have a chance to make it in. Ecuador are hoping that they can also perform some miracles. In group F, that's at 11 p.m. These two games, Tunisia already eliminated, take on Netherlands, already qualified. So we might see another goal fest.
Netherlands, I thought I would see a lot of African players there.
Cody Gakpo.
And then
Brian Brobe.
Brian Brobe,
Yes.
Hey guys, these goals should belong to the motherland.
Oh, Charlie. But I think we don't need that. We need defenders.
Charlie, but when are we playing again? Saturday?
Yes, we are playing on Saturday against Croatia at 9 p.m. Yes.
Can we win that game?
Oh, yes. I think we can definitely win that game. Given what we've shown so far in the tournament, we can definitely give Croatia, an aging Croatia, a run for their money.
Amazing. And the other matches as well.
Yes, so staying with Group F, we have Japan taking on Sweden. Two teams that still have a chance to make it through. And then in the early hours of tomorrow, we have Group D, Turkey up against USA, and Paraguay taking on Australia. So Group D ends in style at 2 a.m.
We'll look forward to all that. Thank you always, Edwin Kwaukofi. No, you're the man. You're the man. See you back at 8 for Tech and Social Media Trends.
Social media trends. There's lots more to talk about.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life.
Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama.
Even when you're stuck with nothing,
come to let's share go.
No matter your situation,
come to let's share go.
Let's share go, we improve your life.
Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama.
Let's share go, we improve your life.
Charlie, the contract is here, but my pocket flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payments, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 66 9346. DCI Microfinance, miles beyond the extra.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Malaria,
everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Malaria chill. Popo. What do you do? I want the no not. No. Scatter malaria. Lonat, it scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu who se malaria wa umujim ansana wanum Lonat. Na nami search na malaria no daso wa kohu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Keep out of reach of children and report all side effects of this medicine to your healthcare provider or to the FDA using the Med Safety app.
Hey, my screen. Charlie, I just bought this thing. Relax. You get Samsung Care Plus. Or, what's that? Charlie, Samsung Care Plus covers accidental screen damage like yours. One small repair fee and your phone is sorted. Hey, for real? Even my Galaxy S25. S25, A series, Z Flip, Z Fold, all covered. I just registered within 30 days of buying. Did you? I bought it like last week. Go register now. Make you no waste time.
Samsung Care Plus. Protect your Samsung Galaxy phone today. Register within 30 days of purchase. Visit samsung.com/Africa or your nearest Samsung dealer. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for a location that gives your business a competitive edge? Dawa Industrial Zone offers world-class facilities, direct access to major trade hubs, and a thriving business ecosystem. Whether you are setting up in the manufacturing, logistics, or services, our ready-to-use industrial spaces and supportive policies make expansion easy. Visit www.diz-ghana.com or call 055-20-40,000. Dawa Industrial Zone, where businesses thrive.
You can't tell what your baby will become or what his interest will be. You can provide your growing babies with yummy goodness. Yumvita is a delicious cereal for your baby. Oh yeah, older ones love it too. Yumvita is filled with yummy goodness for growing babies and is available in other yummy variants. Yumvita, a delicious way to grow. This advert is FDA approved.
Girl, did you see my last reel? People thought I used a camera crew.
Seriously? Which phone?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. It makes content I take cinematic with bright blur-free shots even at night.
Does it have AI? I'm tired of switching apps though.
That's the best part. Gemini, Circle to Search, Music Search, works across all your apps.
Wow! Why are you only now telling me this?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. Slim design, powerful AI, stunning camera. Built for the ones who live boldly. Get your Samsung Galaxy A07 or A17 under 3,000 Ghana cedis at any Samsung authorized dealer.
Hey, but my budget is 1,200.
Don't worry, we have the Samsung Galaxy A06 for you.
This football season, for only 100 Ghana cedis in pay, your mom will 4 pieces of chicken, 2 crispy tenders, large chips. I'm giving it started. Grab yours today and enjoy the taste of football season with KFC, proud official meal partner of Ghana football. KFC Ghana is finger licking good.
Your skin deserves the best care possible. Introducing Princess Premium Lotion, crafted with vitamin B3 for all your skin types. Choose from our 4 luxurious variants: Radiant Skin with cocoa butter and vitamin E, Skin Revitalization, enriched with aloe vera and vitamin E, Healthy Glow featuring lemon and vitamin E, plus SPF 15 sun protection, and Skin Rejuvenation with carrot oil and vitamin A. Take care of the future you with Princess Premium Lotion. Princess Premium Lotion is your perfect choice. Available now for your everyday skincare needs. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Girl, did you see my last reel? People thought I used a camera crew.
Seriously? Which phone?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. It makes content I take cinematic with bright blur-free shots even at night.
Does it have AI? I'm tired of switching apps though.
That's the best part. Gemini, Circle to Search, Music Search, works across all your apps.
Wow! Why are you only now telling me this?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. Slim design, powerful AI, stunning camera. Built for the ones who live boldly. Get your Samsung Galaxy A07 or A17 under 3,000 Ghana cedis at any Samsung authorized dealer.
Hey, but my budget is 1,200.
Don't worry, we have the Samsung Galaxy A06 for you.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3. Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
The sun is up, spirits high, people everywhere. Yeah, the food is good, the wine is fine, people getting high. Yeah, mama here, papa there, the whole gang too. Yeah, everybody's dancing, celebrating all night long.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Baby, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. Celebrate good times, come on! Celebrate good times, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Come on and celebrate tonight. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times, come on! Conversation is going round. People talking about the girl who's come to town. Lovely lady, pretty as can be. No one knows her name, she's just a mystery. I have seen her maybe once or twice. One thing I can say is, ooh, she's very nice. She's a lady. But I really want to know. Somehow I've got to feel it show. She's fresh, exciting. She's so exciting.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Almost all control. Anxiety had taken hold. My body quivered, hot flashes ignited in me. Gazing deep into my eyes. You spoke these words, I was hypnotized. Let me share a night in your fantasy.
20 minutes to 8 this morning. You are tuning to the best radio experience in the morning. 97.3 Citi FM. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. If you're planning for the future, it begins with the decisions you make today. So save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you. through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, potential for higher returns, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Your financial independence is possible with EDC. Sign up today. Our WhatsApp is 050-926-8414, 0302-610-400. Call that number now. Let's start doing business. And did you know that the mattress you sleep on can affect your health, comfort, and productivity? Many cheap mattresses are made from low-quality materials that can lead to discomfort, poor sleep, and unnecessary replacement costs. Choose quality, choose comfort, choose durability. For 6 decades, Latest Foam has been Ghana's trusted mattress brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort for homes across the country. So visit any Latex Foam showroom nationwide. LatexFoamGhana.com is where to find us online. 0302-231-155 is the number to call in Accra. 0322-029-365 is the number to call in Kumasi. Latest Foam is your partner for life.
Still on the birthday groove this morning. And Caleb, you celebrate a birthday with some very, very wonderful people.
Amazing people.
25th June is a fantastic day to be born.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful to God for your life. You share a birthday with Declan Yiram Yautoniga of Edley's Montessori School.
That's right.
This is the second son of our good friend, who says, happy birthday from Daddy, Yom, and Mommy. We love you deeply. And so that's Marlene Toniga.
Yeah.
And the husband, Daniel, whose second born was born the same day as you were.
Right.
And to wish the head of corporate banking, UBA, Mrs. Rita Mills Robertson, an amazing new year. Yesterday was her birthday, and the entire corporate banking team wished to celebrate her. She should keep being amazing always. Happy birthday to Emmanuel Anom Osafo, aka Nana Kofi Anom Osafo Kantanka. May this new year bring you blessings untold from your wife and family and associates of Kabram Logistics. Nana Nyankwada. Happy birthday to my good friend and football mate Solomon Entry, aka Solopa, entrepreneur and immediate past president of the Tema Industrial Lions Club. He says June produces greatness, and he himself has sent a scripture. He shall be like a tree, firmly planted and tended by the streams of water, ready to bring forth its fruit in its season. His leaf will not fade, and everything he does will prosper.
Amen.
So Lopa, have a fantastic birthday. We haven't seen you at training in a long time, bro. You have to repent.
So I've got some more. Today is also the birthday of Mrs. Comfort Okran, also known as Lady C.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes. Also, Dr. Hugh Brown of the Ghana Forestry Commission.
Okay.
Today is also his birthday.
Oh, beautiful.
Caleb, you're not bad, crowd. Comfort Okran, Hugh Brown. It's a nice one.
No,
so Comfort Okran, we join ourselves to a Kakra's wish. You are the organ at the top in the Okran clan.
Yes.
Before we knew bigness, you were big. When we see her with a Davi and spray out small.
Thank you.
When they speak English. Correct.
I remember those management development man.
Charlie,
she was
amazing. And they used to do something called teenpreneurship. Some of those teenagers are now working really well.
That's true.
There was a certain era in Ghana where she and her husband contributed so much.
Springboard. They had a virtual university training
to young people. I used to go and speak at the teenpreneurship, and I met some of the teenagers then.
And now they are big women.
Charlie, I met one. I said, "Are you talking about investment?" I said, hey. So those things were cool. When you pick people young and you start training them, when you look. All of us are products of the way we've been trained. So I think they, for a period, were so powerful. Let me also add this one. This is coming in from Kwesi Atati. Wishing Caleb Kudah a happy birthday. May the good Lord continue to bless him for the years ahead. Caleb, enjoy your new day. There's more. Happy 50th to my husband, Dr. Joseph Sribo Asante of Abetifi Presby College of Education. God bless you richly and favor you in all you do, from Victoria and Sribo Asante family.
Amen.
Please wish my husband, Mr. Foster Nyako, a mathematics teacher at Automotive School, a glorious happy birthday. Let him know that the children and I love and cherish him. From Mrs. Elizabeth Nyako, Nana Sewa, Foster Jr. and Grace. I like the fact that the women are performing. So Caleb's wife performed today. Dr. Joseph Sribo's wife is performing.
The wives are performing.
Mr. Foster Nyako wife is
Another
performing.
performer.
Oh, Charlie.
It's a morning of performance.
No. Charlie, women, more idea.
But let
Thank
me
you
also
so
wish
much.
you a happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
I was listening to, am I allowed to say the story? I was listening to the story, your story,
Yeah.
however many years, 11 years ago. So Richard
Yes.
Sky interviewed
Yes.
you. And it's amazing that you get to sit here with him.
You
and
know,
work together.
with a big mouth.
Some people don't know the story.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was Caleb was a student at O'Reilly Senior
Yes.
High School, which is
Yeah.
near the
Holy Spirit Cathedral. Yeah.
And there was some land ownership issues that was forcing the school to be moved.
Yeah.
So I think that they were moving you people.
Kaput.
And
So-
Fred Chidi sent Sky or something to go and do the story. So when Sky got there, did you speak to any official?
Yeah, I looked for a number of teachers to speak to, but Charlie, these
teachers don't want to talk.
and they, some way. So I found a few boys, tried to speak with them, but I didn't get what I was looking for.
Yeah, you wanted
And
a
then,
voice that would do the
somebody said, "Oh, Charlie, there are a number of other people I could look at." Then I saw this young man. So I greeted a young man and then started talking to him. I said, "No, this guy is not normal."
Do you remember?
I know, I recall. He was. You were in a Batakali, the one without sleeves.
Yeah,
every
me
time.
too.
Yeah, Batakali without sleeves. Yeah,
I was large at the time.
Yeah.
So what year this be?
This would be 2011, 2010, thereabout. 2010,
So what form were you
yes. I was in Form 2 going to Form 3. Yes. we
So
were
what was happening in the
transitioning.
school?
So the school, of course, the property owners were ejecting us over a non-payment of rent. It's a government school, so the government pays the rent and all of that. And so there was that. And the move was that they were going to share us across the other schools in Accra, and we were
So they're
protesting.
going to break up O'Reilly School
Exactly.
and share you small.
So
They would take him to Odogono and that.
you see, we remember the headline so clearly. O'Reilly kaput. That was the headline on Daily Graphic. So a lot of media houses came by. As student leaders also, we had invited a number of the media houses to come. We had done some press conferences and all of that.
You were basically fighting for the survival of the school.
Exactly. And kudos to our headmistress at the time, Madame Mary Jemfi. She's late now. She really fought hard for the school, for where we've moved now at Okwegono.
So she didn't
a
agree
lot of that.
for the school to be broken up.
Yes, otherwise that would have been the end of the school. So the old students, the headmistress, the teachers, of course, the student leaders at the time.
How was it resolved?
Eventually, we moved. The year I left was when we moved to Okwegono now, which is in Teshi.
Okwegono.
Exactly.
So they got some site and started building.
We've moved there with all the challenges still.
So when you interviewed him, what did he say?
I think that was what actually brought national attention in a big way to what was happening.
Yeah,
because when I went there alone as a journalist.
In your Batakali?
Yes, because we had picked up signals that this was happening and the students were in difficulty. So I went there. And when I did the story, it was on Eyewitness News. Next day, we repeated it on Prime News.
I think I heard it on the Breakfast Show.
The Breakfast Show. And it was a big deal because, within our community. And Caleb's articulation of the problem,
Charlie,
it was mind-blowing for his age.
I think how old were you?
I was 16 or 17.
I mean, I had not encountered as many people with that level of, dexterity when it came to articulation.
And he was appealing to the powers that be.
The guy was speaking English. Where I said, no, this guy will go places.
And when
so did you follow up on him? Did you sort of?
Oh yeah,
he gave me his business card. He had the city colors with his name on it. So I came to that Abakade. I came to look for him.
Because of the way he spoke, you gave him your compliment.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I always pressured him that he should do radio. And then I saw him again in Parliament. I think
yes. At the time I was at Radio Universe. I was corresponding.
So when he told you to do media, when you went to Legon, you decided to join.
Yes, I joined Radio Universe at level 100, and so throughout my 4 years stay, I was at Universe.
Which means the seed you planted in his
Charlie, and I was so excited when he won that international something. We did that story. I did that story too.
No, take your
global
international something. Somebody has won award. You have won international.
What's the? No, remind me because problems days.
No, so it was the International Public Speaking Competition.
Beautiful.
Organized by the English Speaking Union, ESU. You had to win the national contest to represent your nation in the UK. So the national contest is the Young Debaters, organized by Young Educators YEF. Oh, Eugenia Techimense, forgive me. So they organized that. I participated in 2010. I lost to a lady from a
student of O'Reilly.
Yes, and then in 2011 I participated in one, and that's how I got to.
So by the time you were giving the interview, you had already had public speaking skills.
Yes, we were in the debate society.
So you get to travel to the UK?
Yes, I did.
Go and debate.
Oh, there were 81 speakers from across the world.
How do you try?
And I was the audience choice by God's grace.
Hey,
it was quite an experience.
Even age 16.
By that time I was 18. Yes.
81 speakers from across the world. And you were the audience choice.
Yeah,
do you remember the argument you were making?
No. So they will give you a theme, and then you will choose a topic. You will speak to the theme, and then
from your mind.
And then they will ask you questions. So the theme was words are not enough. And my topic, together with my coaches we decided to talk about for the love of country. So my topic was for the love of country. The video became a material that was used to train other speakers subsequently.
Where did you learn how to speak like this?
It was quite an experience. So my dad is a pastor, so a bit of that. A lot of church activities, and then of course, in high school I loved Martin Luther King, so I used to go to the internet cafe just to watch his speeches and read his book. So in one of the contests I won, I had the New Testament of Hope. It's a big book, a compendium of Martin Luther King's writings.
Out of the mountain of despair.
Exactly, you hew a stone of hope. That's right.
Martin Luther King, the big man.
How long? Not long, because mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Yeah, so that it was. It was quite a thing.
So that was all those were your influences in those times. I see. So by the time you got to Legon, you had already had international exposure and public speaking.
Yes, and then amongst my colleagues in high school, I had quite a number of friends across schools here and there, because you participate in the match debate as well.
Yes.
Participated. There was one we debated at Automotive School and a number of other schools. So it was a sports we did frequently. And to be honest, that was the only contest I won, because we did a lot of debates that we lost.
In Ghana, the debate is a bit different.
Exactly.
They stick to the rules. I remember I went to do a debate in Chemu Secondary School.
Chemu Secondary School. Chemu is a very good school when it comes to debates.
We went to do, so I think that sometimes the Ghana people are much better when they go outside. Because like in our year, Accra was the best debating school. When I was in Presec. If you go and debate, I think they had Jolate or something. So the Accra boys, they had the drama, they had
everything together.
When the Accra boys are debating, I mean, it was wild.
Achimota was the big boys in our time, and Prempeh College also did very well at the time, I remember. But we had a contest with Achimota, we lost, and we felt we were cheated. So you have a number of those kinds of experiences.
The referee was from Honduras.
Exactly.
Wow. No, so Charlie, we thank God for your life. So you did university for 4 years, where Alaji also obviously trained you. And then, did you do national service here?
Right away. I remember the year before service, there was a program at the British Council you moderated.
Is it?
That's where we met first. But prior to that, I'd been listening on radio.
So you knew Sky before you knew me?
Yes, I met Sky. I was a teenager when I met Sky.
In fact, that day, I also took his number, but it was not his number, it was his father's number.
Yes, at the time, I didn't have a phone.
So anytime I wanted to check on him.
So you were really interested in these guys?
Oh, when I spoke to the guy, I knew that this guy was special. Like, I mean,
wow,
you know,
wow.
But you should hear. I don't. The voice should be somewhere in the
is the only person who can find that voice.
But his articulation of the problems they were facing,
wow,
for a student of that age, and of course, not to take anything from the school.
Yeah,
I mean, it was.
But you know the sad part, O'Reilly is still struggling. So as we speak, the schools, land, and where they are, there are still challenges. Students are not on. Yes, the students are not on campus, so some of the students have to sleep in hostels. It's a very troubling situation, and for a public school with such a great history, it seems as if they've been neglected. So some of the challenges that Caleb and Co were fighting in 2010, 2011, they have resurfaced in a different form, which is really, really sad. But at least we thank God that you've come through the system and you are what you are doing today. Which takes us even to the secondary school situation. You know, I think yesterday we had the deputy minister. Sky, we need to pay attention to our secondary education. A lot of well-to-do parents. So there are a couple of things going on. extremely well to do are paying very high fees in very private schools.
Yeah.
Some of our iconic schools are having many problems. For example, I met a friend who was talking to me about Abri Girls.
Right.
That they have had a new hall or new house built, but for some reason they've not launched it. And then the girls in that who are supposed to go to that hall are sleeping in some facility which is not really good. You know, it says, Bernard, the students are currently staying in the old chapel house. The room is relatively small to occupy the amount of students in the room. It's so packed that there's inadequate ventilation, which poses a serious health risk to the girls, and there's barely any space to move. When it rains heavily, the water gets into the halls, causing discomfort and wets the mattresses. Also, the toilets are very old, and even though efforts have been put in place to make them conducive for use, it's still not healthy to be used. Yes, the girls have to use it. It will reek so bad at times. Immediately you enter the house, that's the first thing you smell. And this is as a result of failure to pay the contractor, even though the renovation of the main house has been completed for a while now, hence making them unable to move. So this is just one example of iconic school like Abri Girls. There's a house called Edinburgh House, which they've built a new house, but they can't move in. And I can tell that there are lots of secondary schools who are having this type of problem. I went to visit a secondary school in the Volta region a year ago. Students public school. It's like prisoners. They just put their mattresses on the floor and sleep. Yeah. You know, we've had a big infrastructure problem. And I think the education ministry needs to pay attention to specific schools and some of the challenges they are facing.
Yeah.
With unfinished projects finished but locked up by the contractor, overcrowding in the houses, some of the schools not having hostel facilities and the girls have to sleep in hostel. Imagine having a 16-year-old girl who's in a boarding school and she's not under the care of teachers.
Yeah.
Imagine the type of predators who can go there.
And even the teachers.
Yeah, it's very sad. So we need to really pay attention to this secondary school thing.
Because you remember the last time a student was stabbed in O'Reilly when we talked about this. This was a situation that was occasioned by gangs that the kids had formed. They were in hostels that are not on campus. And the problem Bernard is articulating is even relating to well-to-do schools with elite alumni. So you can imagine the schools that are only left to the mercy of government subventions and provision, where you don't have alumni who are as influential to build dormitories or build such projects. And I think the government is not doing its best matching the efforts of alumni.
The schools are mean.
If you go to the less endowed schools, you have very good teachers there. We had very good teachers in O'Reilly at the time. Most of them have had to leave for other schools because the government seems to be neglecting the less endowed schools, and that's a problem. There's still a lot of talent in those spaces.
You know, when I interviewed the Ebusapinyo of Infantry, his point was that there are many old school students who want to contribute to developing infrastructure in secondary schools, but the model presently does not work. Government seems to have bitten more than they can chew. So there are many schools who have infrastructure deficits, and if you look at the budget, it's just not enough. We have a lot of young people of secondary school age because of free SHS, and the schools are full. So for some of the schools that alumni want to partner, the government should find a way of allowing them to do so. For example, Presec, we had Ofori Sapong. He did a 600-bed house. That will take a bit of pressure because up until now, we are still doing double track because the school has over 5,000 students. All right. When I was in the school, overall population of the school was like 900 or 1,000. So there needs to be that attention paid to infrastructure, particularly even for the girls' schools. Because you know, keeping teenage girls in insanitary conditions can even expose them to certain kinds of sicknesses. Right? So I think the ministry should, as a matter of urgency, open up to private sector alumni and find a workable solution to how do we provide decent school. If you take any decent school in some of the countries we admire, at least the students have a proper bed to sleep on, a proper toilet to use, and they have a proper meal. Because this is an age that they are also growing. 16, 17, 18. We should have that. So please, we are begging. We are using Caleb's birthday as an Agama lizard.
Very important.
The government should come up with a means
very important
of supporting these secondary schools so that they can do the needful.
But having said that, I really want to thank everybody. Thank you all for the direction, the guidance, the mentorship, the friendship. It's like I said earlier, we are a collection of the society's investments in us. And I see that I've been also able to reflect a bit of what I get into other people. So thank you for your friendship.
But you know the show.
You are thriving.
I think on this matter, one thing, when you take your first salary, then you say, oh, Charlie. No,
that time you were not here.
I have bought a 1 piece of cloth. So you use this one.
It's time for Tech and Social Media Trends. And Edwin Kwakofi joins us with all you need to know in the world of tech and social media. Edwin, welcome back.
Yes, I'm back.
You're back?
I'm back.
Good to be back.
But South Africa is still in.
They're not going back.
You see, your against didn't go anywhere.
Oh, no, we have to teach them a lesson. Later, we support them, so it's fine. We are okay.
When they lost, we all laughed at them.
Exactly.
But we support Africa. We
Precisely.
want Africa to thrive.
Precisely.
And that's where I'm going to start with. South Africa qualifying for the round of 32 at the FIFA World Cup. They will face... They'll face co-host Canada and the round of
so they're the only co-host they are facing. So they face Mexico. I think they can beat Canada.
Yes, it's
I
very
watched
possible.
Canada yesterday against
Switzerland.
Canada is very ordinary.
Yeah.
So South Africa could actually beat them.
Yes, they could make it to the round of 16. Actually, this is the first time they are making it through to the knockout stages of any FIFA World Cup.
Oh wow, that is
wow.
Yes.
Since they've been going for these World Cups.
And Hugo Bruce, who is their head coach, he announced his retirement after the tournament. I'm sure he was not expecting them to make it through, but yes.
And they have mostly local players.
Yes, a lot
one
of
or two foreign.
because of the strength of
They've
the
done very well.
South African League
Congrats
and the
to South
strength of
Africa.
Mamelodi Sundowns, who are African champions. Yes, aside from South Africa, we have a number of teams that have made it through. Brazil and Morocco have both sealed their places after big wins. Haiti scored their first World Cup goal in 52 years to qualify.
I think Haiti is even an African country if you think about it.
Yeah, a lot of
Haiti
players
is,
of African descent.
Did they qualify?
No, they are out of
This is
the
their
tournament.
first World Cup in a long time.
Yeah, 52 years.
And they've scored their first
goal in 52 years. So
you know, since Jean-Bertrand Aristide, I don't even remember who the Haiti president is.
No, it's been a country, caught up in civil war, a lot of gang confusion, and the external interest, the US and then France and all the Charlie Chaka. And if you read the history of that country, it's
I
horrifying.
think Africans and diasporans must pay attention to situations like Haiti.
Yeah.
And come together and support them. Anyway, so they lost to Morocco.
They lost, and the big conversation is about South Korea, who everyone was expected to make it through Group A, but they are now waiting for other teams to play their matches to see if they can make
so
it
they were
through.
third.
They were third in their group. They have 3 points, but a -3 goal difference. So
they are
hoping
to be one of the best
teetering on the edge, and yes, it doesn't look good for them. But let's stay with the World Cup, because there's something unfortunate I've noticed on social media recently. Things are going well for the Black Stars, so people have to jump on other negative things, and there seems to be a conversation about two players in particular, Caleb UNG and Benjamin Asare, about their appearances. A lot of people making a lot of really bad comments about their hair and whatever on social media. It's gaining some traction, but it's terrible what a lot of people are
There's
saying.
also something happening that is not good.
Yeah.
You know, there was a video of, there are a lot of Ghanaians of Lebanese and Indian descent who were watching the game, celebrating, supporting Ghana. And people are sort of casting aspersions at them that when did these people start supporting the Black Stars, what right do they have? Meanwhile, Sky, there are people in Ghana who have lived here for over 150 years in terms of their families and things, So it's really sad that people are supporting Ghana wearing red, gold, green, and then people are like, oh, Master, you people, when did you become Ghanaian? I think it's very, very unfair. And social media should not be a license to attack people. Yeah, I mean, somebody has organize a viewing party. Everybody is in red, gold, green supporting Ghana, and you are saying, "Oh, may they come up for there? They be Indian people, they be Lebanese." It's really wrong.
It's just wrong.
If it wasn't for shops like Melcom, if you take the companies that Ghanaians of Lebanese, Turkish, or Indian descent are formed in Ghana, we need to stop that. And social media should not be a license to be doing those things. It's one of them. I went to Warwick University, one of them. I held a meeting called Ghanaians in Warwick, and he came.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he says, oh, me, my great grandfather was born in Ghana. I don't even gone to India before. Do you understand? And they've built companies that are really doing things. Meanwhile, when we are celebrating, you want them to celebrate some.
Charlie,
that they should go away.
Charlie, it's embarrassing that people
it's really, really bad
with very ill-informed
people should stop that.
Articulate them like that on big platforms like Twitter and all of these spaces. Like you said, I mean, in Europe, I met a number of Ghanaians. In fact, people who were born here, they don't look like me, but they're Ghanaians.
They said they don't even remember the country of their great grandfather.
They are Ghanaians, and they came. Charlie, that we were happy together. There's so many, and with the things we talk about, they have the same concerns I have about this country, and they are doing their best to contribute to our growth. So those ill-informed views people articulate merely because the person doesn't look like you, it's completely unacceptable. We shouldn't encourage that. On the matter of the head, again, it is, we have been made to hate ourselves so badly that the way we look, we want to look like somebody else. It is things like that drive people to go and be peeling off their skin color to look like someone else. What is wrong with Renchi's hair? What is wrong with it? What is wrong with Asari's hair? You should stop that. If you are writing things like
they are
that,
doing memes.
Can you imagine?
Sky, we need to really discuss how to be responsible on digital media.
True.
Because it's getting to a point where if we don't self-censor, when people start making laws that we don't like, then we'll start complaining. But honestly, the freedom we have should not be a license to be this evil. These people are families. Anyway, so you are the one monitoring. So tell us.
So the comments
are your wig and
comments are very negative. Speaking about the appearances of players, but also on abuse. Jet Spence, who we know he avoided a handshake with Thomas Partey during the game. He's facing a lot of abuse on social media, on TikTok in particular. His post after the game against Ghana has generated over 10,000 comments. Mostly
what did he post?
No, just the picture of himself after the game. It's mostly Ghanaians. If you go into the comment section on TikTok and on Instagram,
he chose not to shake Partey's hand. You should leave him. That's his right. You shouldn't make it.
So they are devolving into insults and then
it's like people just want to do things.
But what makes his case very curious is apparently he's from Kenya and some place like that. I mean, originally.
Charlie, that's his choice. For me, it's his choice that he will shake the guy's hand. We should respect that choice.
No, you see, the reason why it is bad is that the English system, I articulated this point here. The reason we say a person is innocent until proven guilty is that there is the likelihood that whatever charges have been brought may turn out in court to be false. Or trump up, or maybe no evidence to support it. This woman from Nigeria, the one who was accused of bribery in the petroleum sector, blah, blah, blah. Madueke. The UK court found that there was no...
But it's a Madueke who plays for England.
Are they connected? I don't know. I'm talking about the Minister for Petroleum, Goodluck Jonathan.
Let's be clear.
So the point is that we have seen people who were accused of all kinds of things taken to court, and the state could not
a woman is innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly, and these are principles that you distill from English law. So a person who claims to owe allegiance to the UK or England should not be behaving like that.
That is fair.
And that was why we took the English system on that. It was wrong what they were doing. It was wrong teaching.
But Jet Spence should not be abused.
Yes, it should not be asked for that one though.
Okay, so let's move to Venezuela, where two earthquakes measuring 7.1 and 7.2 and 7.5 on the Richter scale have struck the country, leaving at least for now from the acting president, who says that about 32 people have been killed, but the U.S. Geological Survey estimates that's from 10,000 to 100,000 people.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, might.
Were they living in mountainous areas or it happened in an urban area?
Not too sure, but it was a public holiday, so a lot of people were at home at the time the earthquake struck. So a lot of casualties there. So about 700 people have been confirmed to have been injured as at now. So we are still waiting for information from Venezuela.
Pray for them, man.
Yes, very unfortunate incidents there. Let me go to tech news, and this time I'm going into gaming because there's a big thing happening today. The pre-orders for GTA 6.
What is that?
Grand Theft Auto 6 are starting today. Bernard would agree, but it's significant because the previous iteration of the game, GTA 5, is the biggest selling piece of media. This includes movies, music in history. It's made $10 billion since its launch.
Wow.
Yes. So GTA 6 cost about $2 billion to produce, and it's expected to make over $3 billion in its first year.
Grand Theft Auto.
It's one of the biggest franchises in history. So, yeah, and it's launched the careers of a number of social media people on TikTok, on YouTube. People are making millions because they produce content related to these games.
Wow,
So,
I see.
yes, it's a
whole
huge deal.
The whole economy.
A whole economy.
Sub-economy.
I know, right?
I tell you.
That's why digital
Content
assets, are the place to be.
Yeah.
You need to acquire them, acquire the skills, trade in the space, and produce something that's sitting on the net. Let
Very
people
important.
use it, and you sit at home, you chop your money.
Free money.
But you.
That was second social media trends. Thank you, Edwin.
Yo, Charlie, Telesurface broadband upgrade. Oh, you get up to 40% more data on the same old bundles. Best part, the bundles don't expire.
That's how we like it in the town.
Yeah, from on-cap speeds to fixed line calls and flexible data moves that allows you to move data up to 4 devices. Telecel offers an unmatched band for fixed broadband solutions for every need.
Telecel fixed broadband has got you.
For your home or business, experience the true broadband difference with up to 40% more data on Telesurface broadband at the same price. Move your non-expiry data to up to 4 devices. Get free fixed line calls and more tailored fixed broadband solutions for your home or business. Subscribe at www.telecel.com or download the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail shop today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
With the recent increase in electricity tariffs and fuel prices, power, although unreliable, has become expensive, and owning a noisy generator becomes a headache rather than luxury. For an affordable and durable electricity solution, you need to go solar with Translight. Feel the independence, experience the comfort, and be productive. Translight Solar. Wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight. Think solar. Think Translight. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, in between ARS and the American House at the White House bus stop. Visit our website at translightsolar.com. Call us on 0504-249-229 or 0206-542-454 or reach us through email info@translightsolar.com.
Welcome to IO Help Center. How can we help?
I just signed up to IO and I'd like to know the claim processes.
If you or your insured family member is hospitalized, get your OPD card, an excuse duty or itemized bill, a discharge letter indicating admission and discharge dates from a certified hospital, and a valid ID card. And if an insured family member dies, then you'll need a death certificate, burial permit, or a signed letter from a chief or pastor, medical cause of death, and a valid ID card. When ready, dial *296#, select the product you're claiming for, and follow the prompt. You will receive a link via text to send your document. For any assistance, visit the nearest MTN office or call 296. Know that claims are paid after verifications are done. T's and C's apply. Underwritten by Sanlam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited. IO, because you care.
Sunny Gold Brown Sugar, available in a shop near you.
Sunny Gold.
Wakashi. This advert is FDA approved.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we lay aside, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Okay, my hungry boy. What are we trying today? Looks like we've got a pack of Cerelac rice.
He's licking his lips.
Nestle Cerelac offers delicious new flavors. Just one serving helps your little one to discover the world of taste and texture. Find Nestle Cerelac in wheat, rice, fruits, and maize for your baby's taste adventures that help them grow. Cerelac, care for them. Count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Girl, did you see my last reel? People thought I used a camera crew.
Seriously? Which phone?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. It makes content I take cinematic with bright blur-free shots even at night.
Does it have AI? I'm tired of switching apps though.
That's the best part. Gemini, Circle to Search, Music Search, works across all your apps.
Wow! Why are you only now telling me this?
The Samsung Galaxy A17. Slim design, powerful AI, stunning camera. Built for the ones who live boldly. Get your Samsung Galaxy A07 or A17 under 3,000 Ghana cedis at any Samsung authorized dealer.
Hey, but my budget is 1,200.
Don't worry, we have the Samsung Galaxy A06 for you.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and Master's programs in Intelligent Computing Systems and Mechatronic Engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
Accra to a new way of flying. ValueJet is now in Ghana, connecting you from Lagos to Accra, from Accra to the beautiful city of Banjul and back again. Whether it's business in Lagos, holiday in Banjul, or coming home to family here in Accra, we're bringing West Africa closer, one flight at a time. Reliability you can trust, fares you will love, and a welcome that feels like home.
Book your journey now at flyvaluejet.com or call us on 054-116-7474. ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
It's 19 after 8. Everyone is a winner in the Ungalicious Abingwaha promo. Over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won. Let's look out for the special Ungalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers at any of our redemption centers near you. Receive a scratch card. Reveal it. You find a code. Scratch it to reveal a unique code. Send that to *713*27# and you will win instantly. Cash prizes are up to 200,000 Ghana cedis, deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. All available. This promo runs to the 15th of July this year. hurry, don't miss out.
Now, do you know that SNIT pensioners can now engage a qualified healthcare professional from the comfort of their home?
Oh, okay.
Well, SNIT, in partnership with the Trust Hospital and the NHIS, has introduced the SNIT telehealth service to provide convenient access to healthcare for pensioners. With this service, pensioners can consult a doctor or healthcare professional remotely for medical advice, routine health concerns, and follow-up care without the stress of traveling to a hospital. Now, to access this service, simply dial the toll-free number 0800 877 555 and speak to a qualified healthcare professional now. Take advantage of this innovative service designed to support your health and well-being. SNIT telehealth service, quality healthcare at your convenience. Pambros Salt Industries has been in existence since 1958, and we are introducing our latest product, the Pambros Refined Iodized Salt, now available in 250 gram and 500 gram sachets. Just a pinch of Pambros Refined Iodized Salt brings out the taste of the food. Pambros Refined Iodized Salt is available in all major markets, supermarkets, and local provision shops nationwide. You may call 0266 823 589 or 0302 335 114. Pambros Iodized Salt, Kitwa Bipe. Edium. Ti adium.
Kids will be pet aduane. Actually,
okay.
So they didn't write it. A little. Is it aduane written ADIEM?
So adium. But just I don't.
Yeah, which is definitely good advice. Too much salt is not good for you. Two events to talk about.
Yes, please.
The GIPCON is happening on the 16th and 17th of July. Patronage by, of course, the president is going to be there. It's organized as the Ghana International Petroleum Conference on the theme Building a Resilient Downstream Industry, Policy, Innovation and Investment for Growth. John Jinapo will be there, Edwin Tamaklo, Dr. Ofori, Rufus Nopon. The whole list will be there. It's on 16 and 17 July, 8 a.m. media at the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. And you can register by calling 055-822-3678 or going to gipcon.com. The other event is on the 29th and 30th of July. It's the Risk Summit. Sapient and Vision, a proud subsidiary of Innovari, invite board risk committee members, EXCOs, CEOs, managers, and risk professionals to the 9th edition of the Risk Africa Summit. And this event at the Crown Forest Hotel near Winneba, 8 a.m. each day. Delegates package is 16,000 full accommodation, all-inclusive summit experience, and 11,000 for summit participation only. You can register at risksummitafrica.com or call 0502 437 609. Step away, think deeper, lead stronger.
And the Lexus University College is inviting you, students, workers, the public, looking for world-class education in a premier university, market-driven professional qualification, and those who want to top up diploma for a bachelor's degree. We run programs in BSc Nursing, Midwifery, Human Resource Management, all the way to cybersecurity, digital forensics. Jump onto delexusuniversity.edu.gh. Find our options. We are located at Tema Community 25 Peace B Junction. Admission is ongoing. 0551 126 448. Call us now and let's get you enrolled. NLA has increased the play time of your favorite 590 mobile from Monday to Saturday. Noon rush starts at 8:30 p.m. and closes at 1:25 p.m. The next day, while the evening draw starts at 1:30 p.m. and closes at exactly 7:55 p.m. Sunday Aseda remains the same, no change in time. Catch all the 590 mobile evening live draws from Monday special to Sunday Aseda on GTV broadcast 8 p.m. to 8:15 sharp. Always remember to stick responsibly. The biggest football tournament on earth is here. KidBet is bringing you the ultimate World Cup 10K challenge. Win your share of a massive $10,000 prize pool in the KidBet World Cup challenge by placing winning multi-bets and climbing to the top of the leaderboard. Add 3 or more selections to your World Cup betting set. The higher your winning odds, the faster you climb the leaderboard. So check your position in real time on the KidBet platform at kidbet.com.gh. Don't just debate the match with your friends. Turn your expert predictions into cold hard cash today. KidBet Bet Boss Challenge. Predict the world, win the glory.
So Bernard, a few quick birthdays before you go. go back to the discussion about secondary schools, and the Minister of Education's deputy was on the program.
Yeah.
A happy birthday to Yao Apialati,
Okay.
Partner Strategy and Transactions at Deloitte. I like Yao. Yao is such a knowledgeable person, but he puts knowledge across in a very simple way.
Wonderful.
You know, Yao is also with the African Infrastructure and Capital Projects team. Is the partner there. So this is from all partners and staff of Deloitte. Adding myself to this, I mean, Yao, amazing. I think Yao should definitely lecture. You know, he's a partner at Deloitte. Does a lot of important work, but people like that should be in the classroom too. We need his wisdom to be teaching. So yeah, happy birthday to you from all of us here as well.
Sure.
Another one to Miss Thelma Bright Asante. This is coming in from a couple of people. She says she's one of the few humans left on earth. Thelma, you are such an amazing soul, and I love you for that. You allow a man to be a man. You give him so much joy, peace, and love. Happy birthday to you, Nana Bea, aka Little Pogwe. I don't know if I'm reading this right. May you continue to shine and be as bright as your name. You are one in a million. This is from NYD. So it's like coded request too. You also don't know.
Okay, let me do this. The staff of the Forestry Commission have sent this message, and I feel like I should, for their boss. I feel like I should do it. So it reads: Today we celebrate an exceptional leader, a passionate forester, and a true guardian of our natural heritage. Your unwavering dedication to forestry conservation, environmental sustainability, and national development continues to inspire many. Your vision, wisdom, and commitment have not only strengthened the Forestry Commission, but have also contributed immensely to protecting our forests for future generations. You are indeed a savior of nature, a champion of conservation, and a beacon of excellence in leadership. May this new year of your life bring you greater success, good health, divine favor, and the strength to continue your remarkable work. May your impact grow even stronger, and may your legacy remain evergreen, just like the forest you so passionately protect. Wishing you a truly wonderful birthday and many more years of outstanding service and achievement. Happy birthday, sir. And this is from the staff of the Forestry Commission to the CEO, Dr. Hugh Brown.
Beautiful one there. Now, the Narcotics Control Commission is raising concerns over the increasing infiltration of drug networks within tertiary and secondary school institutions. And they've been warning that substance abuse is becoming a growing threat on university campuses across the country. The commission said recent intelligence and enforcement operations indicate that drug-related activities are no longer confined to street-level distribution, but are increasingly being recorded within educational institutions. Now, this is raising fears about the exposure of young people to narcotics at an early stage in their academic lives. The Deputy Minister of Education is Dr. Clement Park, and he's been speaking to us on Eyewitness News.
The Ministry of Education and the Minister, we are worried about the spate of drug abuse by learners, and in particular in the school system. And let me put on record that even before the Ashanti Regional Director of NACOC made the statement that has triggered your question, we had sufficient information through our teachers, district directors, regional directors, and even some parents, to the effect that the use of drugs was becoming rampant in our educational system. So sometime last year, the Minister for Education, the Honorable Harun Edrisu, assigned me as the lead person to work with the Ministry of Youth Empowerment to develop a program of action towards addressing this growing canker. Subsequent to that, the minister also had interactions with the Director General of NACOC, Brigadier General Mante, For just 3 days ago, Brigadier General Mante and his deputy were at the Ministry of Education to meet with Minister and myself on how we can work together, including other stakeholders, especially the Ministry of Youth Development, to address this very worrisome development. So yes, it is a concern, but we are working at unfolding a very comprehensive and robust plan of action to address this imminent threat that has the potential of destroying our nation's future. In all of this, we must call on parents, in particular, to take a serious interest in the activities, the conduct, and the behavior of the awards. Because as the saying goes, charity begins at home.
Doc, you care to share with us some of the comprehensive measures that you intend to take to address this issue, at least 2 of them?
Well, we are here to sit as stakeholders, but from our side, given what we are aware of, and I can give you examples. I mean, we have indications of learners, even in junior high school, even in some primary schools, using drugs, particularly the opiates like Red and Tramadol. In the secondary school system, we know that is also happening. What they tend to do is to procure these drugs and then dissolve them in energy drinks. So most of the energy drink containers you see young learners holding, they are not just energy drinks. They are impregnated with all of these substances. So within our context, what we are doing through the Ghana Education and the Ghana TV service is to call on teachers to be very vigilant in monitoring the behaviors of their learners. And if necessary, they should search their bags. Remember that since we took over the reins of governance, as part of our efforts to re-instill discipline in our educational system, we have given managers of our secondary institutions in particular the full authority to search the luggages and other bags and trunks and boxes that students bring and have in their dormitories. So these are some of the immediate things that we are doing, but we believe we need to come up with a sustained public educational program that we have to implement from basic school all the way to universities. In fact, it is almost at every level of the educational ladder. The universities are not any different. The secondary schools are not any different. Now, what is even frightening is that we have indication that this is also happening in junior and even primary schools. So we have a serious problem at hand, and we are willing and prepared to tackle it head on. And we need the whole nation to rally behind us, and parents, as I said earlier, have a role to play. But we must also be calling on the entities responsible for ensuring that these sorts of drugs are not easily accessible and available to minors. So we will be looking to work with the Pharmaceutical Council, for example, and other major stakeholders in that sector to see how we can put in place processes that will prevent these medicines from getting into the hands of our learners.
So that was Dr. Clement Apak, the Deputy Education Minister, speaking to Samaria Afe yesterday, sharing very troubling development of how classrooms that should originally ideally be shaping character and building people and preparing futures being infiltrated with the use of drugs. And I'm not particularly surprised because some 2 years ago I went to Alogboshi Basic School to do a report after I had heard that a school block had been completed thanks to funding from GNPC. It was still shut and some issues were going on then. While there, I discovered that some of the youth in the neighborhood come to play and sell sweets laced with weed and all kinds of things. The teachers drew my attention to the use of drugs. I spoke to some girls who had dropped out of the school. They live in the neighborhood. They were high. It's a big challenge.
This is a basic school?
And this is a basic school just by Alogboshi, just close to Achimota School. It's funny that just about less than 100 meters away from Achimota School, you have that particular situation there.
So it's a real
situation.
That there's no way of protecting the school environment from these. Because it's elsewhere to even, look, Sky, this is the thing I say. There are some schools in Ghana, if you even have to go to the school, the safety briefing you have to be given. I remember there was one private school many years ago. I was just supposed to go and give a talk. They gave me a form to fill. When I went, I met the administrator just to be close to the students. Yet you have basic school in Ghana. It's an open field. People are selling anything.
No, the kids.
We don't really, we should have a minimum standard for our public schools. Because what we do with some of our high-level private schools tells me that we know the right thing to do. Yet we've left our school environment to all kinds of people to sell anything. Who even vets the person who sells food in a school? You get it? Can you go to a school in the UK and just go and say you set up a shop that you are selling food? But because of lack of care and interest in the development of our kids, we've left so many things to chance. There's a lot of work that we need to do, even around the school environment, to make it safe. You get it? We have spoken about infrastructure, which is not even enough. Now we are talking about drug networks infiltrating the schools. And some of them don't even have to come as drug peddlers. They can just come and be selling things. You get it? It's such a terrible situation. And I feel like we need a major wake-up call around how to make the school environment even safe for young people to be protected from some of these influences. It's a very big issue. Some of our public schools have been so neglected. Some don't even have proper washrooms.
It's bad.
You get it? Why do we do this? What kind of society are we building? Where we leave our kids to go to school and anything can happen to them in school and parents who don't care. Clement was talking about parenting as well. Guys, we have a parenting crisis in Ghana. People don't seem to be interested in investing in their children. You get it? And they hope that when they send them to school, they will turn out to be right. The school's teachers are overwhelmed with the numbers. We don't have enough time on task. The student-teacher ratio is still very high. So we have a major challenge with us. People are being schooled but not properly educated. And now you are adding the drug usage. I think the system should be very radical on this. Anybody caught peddling drugs for students or young people, there must be special costs to deal with them. We shouldn't make it, no. It must be very, very, look, we've read about Thailand and what they do with drug peddling. Singapore. There are societies that have decided that we will not wait for people to come and destroy us and then think of a way of helping them. So the punishment for drug peddling, drug usage, or pushing drugs in certain communities is very, very high and severe. There's even special courts. I think we should go for that. Because once young people get on drugs, you have destroyed a whole generation. And it should be a major topic for discussion nationally. We shouldn't blink and run across it. No, Sky.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
That's good. So for me, I feel that, I've listened to the minister and we appreciate the effort that, he talks about being put in to sort of salvage the situation. Okay. I think Ghana as a state has failed its young people. And I do not say this to undermine parents or the government or authorities, but I think that if we sincerely introspect and we look at the Ghana right now that we represent to the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas, it doesn't offer them much hope. There's a lot of hopelessness and disillusionment. There's no proper and real ideal of a country called Ghana that we are selling to them with a certain dream, with a certain vision that they know that if they apply themselves, if they surge on, if they work hard, if they fight on, they are going to become better human beings. They are going to prosper. They are going to live in a country that is prosperous.
Right.
From top to bottom, everybody's on their own, figuring themselves out. And this is not even about the current leadership that we have. I believe that post-Nkrumah, Ghana has been like this, where it's a state of people pursuing individual and parochial interests, where there isn't any clear national interest or agenda, national vision.
That we can all rally around.
That we can all rally around, and that, you know, from a systematic point of view is being pursued. Okay. Step out. Look at the filth around the roads. Look at how we are normalizing a lot of road traffic offenses. We allow people to sell on the road at the peril of their own lives in the name of their surviving. People who have been given the authority to enforce rules are not doing that in the name of, let's allow people to survive, make a living. Livelihood. We are allowing indiscipline on our roads. There's a lot of jaywalking and nobody cares. Driving recklessly, nobody cares about. We are allowing indiscipline, but we are masquerading it, and I'll use Bernard's word, masquerading it as liberty. Being free to do whatever you want is not a worthy life. A worthy life has to involve and include, and the Buddhists will tell you this, has to include discipline. In every religion, they'll talk about discipline. The Ghanaian, and this is the Ghanaian mentality, is that let me do whatever I like. And because I will get away with it. Now, look at this problem of drug, whether it's addiction, whether it's trafficking.
Infiltration in the school.
You see, it's not new. Perhaps maybe in the school, but this drug menace associated with young people in this country is not new. We were here, we discussed tramol, we discussed codeine, we discussed all sorts of cough syrups being used, and these energy drinks being laced with other things and being used. The question really is, why are these young people doing that? Why do they have a certain need to escape their reality? The reality is the problem. The reality is the Ghana that we have presented them. If you speak to any young Ghanaian, any Gen Z, any Gen Alpha, go lower, and ask them their perception of the Ghana they live in. They do not think that the leaders, the leadership, and this is the leadership over the years, the adults, even value and respect this country. Why should they? They finish school, they are on their own. The education didn't necessarily train them with the requisite entrepreneurial skills or train them with the competence that their colleagues in the Europe and America all have. Okay? And I'm not trying to beat down our education, but to some extent, you can describe it as substandard. Because there's a lot of relearning that you do as you go higher with the education and as you get into the workspace. There's a lot of hopelessness with the reality that we have presented them. And they are trying to, you see, what they are doing, they are communicating to us. They are trying to escape that reality, the hopelessness, the failed state, the state that doesn't have any agenda, any vision, doesn't appear to be going anywhere. We can all answer that question. Do we feel in the last 20, 10, 5 years that this country is going something? Do we even know that there's a destination that has been mapped and carved out that we are working towards? From education to what? To sanitation, to even our health. Do you feel that, Caleb? I don't. And I think that is the failure that the young people are contending with.
Yeah.
And it will manifest in some of these stories that we report.
Yeah.
These rings finding their way and attracting students.
Yeah.
And I'll blame the adult Ghanaian. Parents are included, the state is included, authorities, leadership. When you see, we've created a money makes everything okay. How will I say moneycracy? Okay, where if you have money,
it excuses you of many things. It
excuses you of everything. You are above the law. Yeah. Whatever you say is golden. You sit at the front of the church and be the elder in the church. Do you get it? And they are watching. They are pulling all of this in, taking it into their subconscious. Yeah. We are telling them that no other value matters. And yet we are surprised that they are engaging in all these things. We are teaching our kids to be what they are showing us. Yeah. And it is up to us to make a decision. And the decision is not just to quell the immediate problem, but to solve the fundamental problem of giving them hope, giving them a country that is on a destination somewhere that will bring them prosperity, and not just the present generation of young people, but will be transgenerational, the prosperity. You see, if we cannot see prosperity coming to us, there's no hope.
So
and
essentially, it's a broken system.
It's a broken
from
system.
From the family structure to the state to education,
we have all failed them.
Everything is broken. And I agree with you to an extent. You know, a couple of days ago, I interviewed an author of the KNUST at 75. They launched the book yesterday. Before we were on air, we were talking about, I was asking him how campus on KNUST was in 1985. And he told me...
I love that. It's a please carry on.
He told me how the campus has changed completely, because at the time they were on campus, there were just about 4,000 students. If you were
Elliot Ejari?
Yes, Elliot, the publisher. I mean, if you were in level 400, you had a room to yourself. If you were coming in, you were two in a room. Today is in, out,
the perks
out.
And the benefits that students got.
Completely.
Today, what are students getting?
Completely. So I told him, like, look, your generation has failed mine. And he said, yes, he would apologize on behalf of their generation. So I agree that generationally, as time passes, the quality of infrastructure and systems have deteriorated over time. And we have also shifted our focus from a merit-based society to a society that rewards those who have resources and can have their way around. So that I appreciate. But I also feel that the younger generation also has some responsibilities to themselves, at least, right? Because there are many functioning homes that still produce like delinquent children. There are many very good schools that, parents, before I even develop that point, I also just want to add this point that many of the middle class are working so hard so they can get their children out of the broken system. So we are paying top dollar to take our kids to private schools. And then when they are done, we fly them out of the country to other schools elsewhere. And you will realize that the kids we leave in the community schools that are broken, they are the ones who will come knocking on your door when you are not there.
You've just made a fantastic point. The system is broken and everybody is bypassing it to figure themselves out. That is the country right now. But it is all of us, our responsibility to fix the broken system, or shout as much as we can, call those who are in charge to fix the system, at least commence it.
It's very important, and it must start from somewhere.
I want to just add a couple of things that I agree with the sort of analysis around the generality of the problem, but I also think there are some immediate things that need to be done. When Samuel Attah-Mensah asked the deputy minister for specifics, he says they were now going to meet and all of this. I feel like there needs to be some clear leadership from the education ministry on this. Number two, the Ministry of Youth Development is a new ministry. I think they have to collaborate with the education ministry to partner with civil society and private sector for a special program on drugs, right? We can't wait for all society's problems to be solved before we deal with drugs. I think that we should do campaigns around drugs. Look, when I was young, we used to watch television on some of the things that they wanted to inculcate in us.
Yeah.
They were using very creative ways. So I am saying we have booming media. We have content creators. Come up with a competition and tell people to depict the dangers of bad company and drugs. It still works.
Yeah.
In the same way that these social media may be negative. The Ministry of Youth and Education can say, look, let's do a national campaign against certain drug types of usage of drugs.
Yeah.
A campaign to come out for help. A campaign to speak up and speak out.
Yeah.
You get it?
True.
And it must be organic, youth-led, powerful. That's the type of response you need. So I'm calling on people like Pablo. Don't just raise your hands in despair. Come up with a strategy, because a lot of people may be getting into this because of ignorance.
True.
They don't know there's a way out. Maybe you are hooked on something. So we have to make our counseling places available. We have to let's open up the space.
Yeah.
Sunlight is the greatest disinfectant.
Yeah.
All right. So once people are going through this and they are hiding it and they can't get help, nothing changes. So we need leadership within the education space. We need leadership within the youth space and in the medical and psychiatric space.
Okay.
All right. So between the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Youth, and then education, the Ghana Health Service and all, I feel like there needs to be some work done around people just being conscious of the dangers. So for example, young girls, don't just take any drink somebody gives you.
Yeah.
Don't collect things because the ways in which people are even using the drugs to lure people, do you understand?
Yeah.
And then the comfort that drugs give. And then let's also encourage those who have come out to come and speak out. Yeah. We've been interviewing people from rehab centers. There are some great stories. Yeah. The man who founded the rehab center we went to, he's been talking about how he himself was hooked for many years and for almost 8 years he's been free. There are ways of coming out. I think the government should support some of these private rehabilitation centers. There's one at Ashaiman. There's a couple in Hacho. There's one in Domi. They have become the way to go. So whilst we prevent people from entering, those who are already in, we must give them help. Let's open up the conversation and let's have leadership within the space, because I feel that's the type of confrontational leadership you need to deal with the issue. Come on air, speak about it. Let's interview those who used to be on it. Let's talk about the dangers of how people get into secondary schools and let's expose their modus operandi. That's the way to go about it. If we do that, we the media will support. We have the platform. We don't have the resources to lead a national campaign on drug use, but we can definitely provide a good platform. So I'm just urging the education, youth, and the health people to come together and come up with a workable solution.
On the campaign, just to chip in on the campaign, I did see the Youth Ministry and the NYA indeed run such programs against Red, for example. I remember the NIS said Red means stop. That was the name of the campaign. Chris Asima wrote a story as far back as March 2026.
Wonderful.
But whether it has been consistent over the period.
And that's the point that I'm making. In as much as I agree with Bernard's point that there are some immediate problems that have to be tackled. If we do not solve the fundamental problem, these quick measures, the campaigns, etc., will now become bandages on a sore that is rotten and is infested with worms that is just eating deep into the core. So while we invest in all of these campaigns and short-term measures, we need to solve the fundamental long-term problem as well. That's for me.
But you always start with what is immediate. You see, so you cannot. You've described a dystopic situation. So we can't wait for a lot of this. How shall I put it? Basically, there's the dystopic situation, right? Though there are different things you can do in different sectors to address those, but we need a concerted effort on drugs. We need it because it's a clear and present danger, and there are younger and younger people getting involved. We've spoken about even a basic school. You cannot leave that without so the ministry needs a plan.
No, I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that at all. You see the message you read, and it's good you preempted me. That's the point that I was making, that it is good that we have all these campaigns, But if 10 years ago, however many years ago, we did a Stop Red campaign, and today
it wasn't March this year.
No, it wasn't 10 years ago. It
was March this year.
And today we have another crisis. I'm just saying that there's a grander social problem that has to be addressed. While we engage in these short-term goals, let us find long-term solutions to the grand problem as well.
And it's a wake-up call indeed to the government that has made a promise to particularly the youth that they're going to create jobs for them. I mean, a lot of people are depressed today because they're out of school.
Except you, though, since it's your birthday.
Okay. Thank you. I mean, there are many young people, if you speak to, they are disillusioned. They are sinking in unemployment. They are home. They are not doing anything. So many people are living below their potentials. If you look at the UN's Human Capital Index, if you focus on the youth in Ghana in particular, the statistics speaks for itself.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So the four of us sitting here, what is the most important factor behind our apparent success as citizens of Ghana, sitting on air every day, being able to articulate sensibly? If you, between you, me, Caleb, Kakra, and Sky, it's the home environment.
Yes.
In spite of the dystopia in Ghana, we are here.
Yes.
You had a single parent for a long time. You lost your mom some time back. All right. Look, we've all had that. What I'm trying to say is that the most, and I'm not downplaying government, the most important factor in a young person's success is the home environment.
True.
And in the home environment, parenting is the critical issue.
That's correct.
I am what I am because of the home environment I grew up in. My father was educated. So he saw sense in sending all his 8 kids to school, which is why I'm sitting here. So I am saying that in discussing the challenges he articulates and what the ministry must do, we need a national reorientation on parenting. I am saying that let's use the next Fridays and Sundays to talk about what responsible parenting means to those who come to worship. Because you cannot build a country with bad parenting. And Sky, we grew up in precarious situations where there was a lot of drug use around us. But the kind of home you grew up in made it almost impossible for you to get involved because of what your parents invested in the home. So yes, there are social programs required, but you cannot downplay the role of parenting, which is why I go back to the idea of procreation and the fact that there are communities where people are making teenagers pregnant and there's no consequence. Bringing a person into the world is one of the most important things ever. We must begin to think of laws around that.
I like that you say laws.
That parenting, or so the fact that you can impregnate a person to give birth to a child should not be a sacrosanct right.
Thank you.
Okay, so you are of age, you can impregnate a person to deliver. Okay, but do you have what it takes to be responsible for that person you are bringing into the world? Now, if you cannot convince the state, then the state has to intervene or has to find a way of forcing you to be a proper parent.
Bernard,
do you get me? Because just 2 seconds. The challenge we are describing, the only sustainable solution, even if the government wanted to come up with a national program against drugs, it will not work without good parenting. Do you understand me? And so whatever effort they are using, we must emphasize the point and use regulation, persuasion, legislation to compel people to be. You cannot have irresponsible parents across our communities walking scot-free, leaving kids without homes. The state must intervene.
That's because
the
social welfare system is also broken.
Please allow me. Earlier this week, I was asking if you guys will entertain my idea, my crazy idea, controversial as it may sound, as to parenting being regulated. And I'm happy, Bernard, thank you. I'm happy that you bring this up again, because we are seeing, and I will repeat myself, we are seeing young adults raise children. We are seeing people who are not mature raise children, because we cannot entirely blame the children for the conduct or the misconduct that we are seeing them put up. It is the point that he's making. It comes back to the home. And what makes a home? Who makes a home? Does anybody just get up and say that by virtue of my ability to have sex, Kofi Menu have sex with Ama, whoever, and procreate, make us parents? No, I don't think so. I think that the state, and that's why I feel like the state continues to leave us helpless. The state must intervene in their mental capacity, their maturity, their financial ability. Otherwise, we are going to have a lot of irresponsible people get away with poor parenting or none at all. We are going to have a lot of children who have been brought into this world and have been neglected because somebody didn't plan for them. Somebody went to have a fun night and the next day they came in. Well, they started coming into this world. 9 months later, they are here. And it becomes, you see all these children begging on the road. It is not their job to even look for food for themselves. It is somebody's responsibility. The person who decided that I'm going to take this action, engage in sexual activity and bring forth a child. Those two people made that decision.
Let me give you a good starting point. You can make sex for people below 18 a crime. If somebody is not 18, he can't vote. If somebody is not 18, they can't drive. Between voting, driving, and bringing children into the, which one is more important?
Exactly.
Think about it too. A state will not allow a 17-year-old to vote because I don't think they have the mental capacity to make that decision. A state will not allow somebody below 18 to drive a car. Yet a state will allow somebody below 18 to have sex. No, are we thinking correct?
Well,
Sky, the consequence of voting versus the consequence of having a child, which one has a longer term effect damage on a society? Is it not having? Are you seriously? You should not. And so for me, anybody who sleeps with a girl below 18, it should be a serious punishment. That's number one. Number two, people below 18 should not be found in certain places after 9 p.m. That's what serious societies do. That you cannot say you go to Medina, then you see kids of 14, 15 sitting at a pub. No! A society should not allow that. If you have sex with somebody who is a girl below 18, it should be a crime. The person is not 18, they can't vote, yet they should have sex at 17. No! That's where you start from. If we want to develop this country, we must start having an adult who engage in sex with kids below 18. The law must punish them and compel them to look after the child that comes in. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everything we discuss on this show, attitudes, drug use, it all goes back to parenting. The best way to destroy a society is to have kids who are not properly brought up. That's how you start it. So you cannot. So I think our parliament should take up this issue that stop the rot. There are enough kids who are not being looked after. We don't want more. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not a moral issue. This is a national development imperative. You cannot tell me that a person is not 18, they can't drive. A person is not 18, they can't vote, but they should be having sex at 13 and 14. Even 13 years, some of them haven't even formed proper breast. And you are, and men are sleeping. Men are. I know 13-year-olds who are made pregnant in our communities. How does a society allow 13, 14-year-olds to get pregnant? And we look on and say it's normal.
And rather blame them.
And then just that. Make it a crime for an adult to sleep with a person below 18.
Bernard, it's a crime.
And then prevent, no, it's not. It's up to 16. And then prevent the child from getting into that situation. We have to redefine the role of our assemblies. Yeah. I don't think we should allow drinking spots and that type of thing in certain communities to operate without proper ID checking. If NHI is going to do cards for people, you shouldn't allow a 16-year-old to go and sit in a club, because that's where it starts. This is once they are not home, their home is a protective environment generally. Once they go to Redco near Medina, go there around.
It's a crisis.
You get me? There are kids who are just dressed. We have allowed these things, and they are going to have kids by the time they are 20 or 17, and you're going to create generations of poverty. So we have to wake up. This is more serious than even inflation. This thing I'm describing. We spend a lot of our energy describing big push, inflation, all these things. Bro, if you have teenagers having kids, you can put up any economic policy. It will not work. because you are not building a productive human being. The person is not properly educated. There's no economic policy that can save a generation where you have a person who is a grandmother at age 28 because her 14-year-old is also having a child. That is completely unacceptable. We must raise this. I think people like the vice president must jump on this type of campaign, use her position as a woman to push this type of idea that there's a social crisis we are facing. We spend a lot, take our newspapers, most of the discussions, politics, economics. Meanwhile, I told you that yesterday, we drew with England because we knew our opponent. What is destroying Ghana is not lack of roots. It's lack of conscience. It's not lack of roots. So I'm not saying we shouldn't send me text me about road. Sky, what is destroying us? I keep telling you how a society can watch a teacher of a secondary school have sex with a student and there's no outrage, and the video is circulated and responsible people are sharing it, and some are saying that but the girls seem to be enjoying it. That society, excuse me, is lost. Because if something doesn't, if our collective conscience is like, where are the adults in society? Where are the moral voices? Why should a teacher be sleeping with a student in a school classroom? Why? And there was no issue. It wasn't raised in parliament once. How many pastors preached about it this weekend? How many radio stations even discussed it? How are we going to develop if we think that you said it in the UK? Imagine a male teacher caught on video sleeping with a 16, 17 or whatever year-old student in school. They will write disgraced teacher, banned from everything, jailed, a proper society. So if collectively we cannot frown on this, what is our use? Why are we going to church to give offering on Sunday? What is that? What is the purpose? If something like this, and this is Bole, we know the school's name, Bole Secondary School.
We can't find it.
Do you know how inaction will encourage more teachers to do this?
Yeah.
Do you know how our rationalizing this will encourage more young girls to think it's okay to have sexual relationship with their teachers? Do you know how? That's how societies get destroyed. We must wake up to our responsibility as adults and stop chickening out and dealing with issues that don't matter. Her point about parenting crisis, the state must wake up. Parliament. There is a crisis of parenting, crisis of sexual abuse and exploitation of our young people. We need to wake up and lead. We don't spend our years fighting to win elections and hiding and saying there's a problem. Look at the extent people do. Look at what MPP is doing now. Travel around the whole country to win election. And when you come now, you tell us, NDC, you are in power. Do the work. Don't tell me that it's difficult. Why did you walk around the whole country to campaign if you can't deal with the challenges of our society? Then what is the purpose of winning that election? We've given you a mandate. Come up with policies to solve the problem. We have a parenting crisis. Churches, mosques must wake up and speak the truth to parents that you cannot be a righteous Christian if you leave your kids at home. Even the Bible says, he who does not look after his own kids is denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. It means that your Christian responsibility begins with what you do at home. Same with Islam. You can't leave your kids at home to be delinquent and sleeping at different times and then come and give an offering that you are building a church. God forbid. We need to wake up, because Sky, even if we educate our kids well, they'll grow up in a society where they are kids who have nothing to lose. And the worst creation of any society is a person with nothing to lose. We need to stop the rot somewhere. People must wake up. Leadership. All these guys, George, what's the name of the youth minister? Lead. This is the time we need you to take action. No, you can't hide. Drug abuse in JSS. Come on. Let's wake up to leadership and stop all the unnecessary shenanigans.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do now.
Yeah. Sky.
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't think I have anything useful to add because I think the areas I would have covered, since my colleagues have done justice, except to say that I'm not so sure about how legislating to prevent people from having sex under 18 would work. Let's talk about the real issues here. Some of these things are biological, right? You grow up, you in your family home or maybe a compound house, we talk about mama and papa, and then, I mean, in the village, then we do our own bedrooms and in those spaces, all kinds of things happen. Now, people experiment, or kids experiment with these things, and ultimately sometimes you are playing with a knife and it cuts your fingers, which is to say that maybe a young girl becomes pregnant. Now, again, if you look at the statute, what do you do with that pregnancy? The law provides specific scope within which a pregnancy may be terminated. So you hear activists say that, look, we should look at the law again and see whether it is in the interest of the Ghanaian people to amend the provisions to broaden the scope to allow for pregnancy to be terminated.
Under those circumstances.
Exactly. Now, even that, the church will push back because, look, this is a life that is coming into existence. You don't have the right to terminate merely because you believe that the person is this or that. So all of these arguments are there. So if you look at the biological reality, why I hear Bernard and I understand the passion driving it, I'm not so sure how that can be an effective response to the problems that we have, because already we have, the barrier at 16. Below which, if you do anything with a girl, you are put before court for defilement. Now, even that, you go into the schools, it would seem, and in fact, in the homes, parents are sleeping with their own kids. Some becoming pregnant, matters that need to travel to the court. The parents, in some cases, the mother will say, no, this is the man taking care of us. I don't want this matter to go to the police station. Family people are sitting in their homes and using extra legal means to address these matters. Now, the question you ask yourself is, well, the state is not there in the home, but the individual who is a family head or who is a mediator or whatever it is has a role to play. In fact, he is the state there and can assume that role and say, no, this matter borders on criminality. It doesn't fall within our purview. Yes, it may bring shame to the family, but on this particular matter, to send a message to the rest of the Ghanaian people that this should not be tolerated in any home, you take that to the police station. And then again, you expect a very responsive policing department to say, no, this matter has got to travel all the way. Now, in many cases, we don't get to have these things. That is why, although the barrier is at 16, a lot of atrocities are still being committed, and we are not seeing enforcement. So while I hear Bernard and Kakra on these matters, I think that there needs to be a lot more nuance in terms of how we approach it and how we deal with it.
It's a good time. Sorry.
And I want to make a quick comment. I think time is up, but I just want to say something quickly. On the drug front, look, drugs have for many centuries played a role in how countries get destroyed. And sometimes these things are geopolitically driven, right? If you read the history of China, and I say this without any disrespect to the English people, because, I go there frequently. But the historical facts will tell you that England deliberately set out to destroy China with drugs, opium. And of course, they set out wars and all that. Because they had some economic trade imbalance, they said, no, the Chinese, country or the empire was becoming too powerful. Let's deal with them. And they intervened with drugs. What I'm saying is that while I agree that
let's keep our eyes
we need to also exactly because of course largely because of the spaces I look into and the things I we need to also understand that there are people externally who are interested in whether we become better or not. And they do their own thing.
The quality of human quality we have.
While they may route all kinds of things through, hoping that some will get to their respective destinations. Once the things are coming through, they are leaving some here. So that, anyway.
I feel you. Let me rope in comments from our listeners. I have seen a 14-year-old brought to the hospital for family planning. I was shocked. You didn't add your name. Good morning, Bernard and team. I'm a teacher in a public school here in Accra. I can tell you every public school in Accra is either a wee base or there is a base within 150-meter radius of the school environment. Kwashiman cluster of schools is surrounded by about 5 different wee bases, and this is known to the Ghana Police Service. All right. Good morning, Caleb. You notice that most of the public schools are not walls. And a lot of the times you find the miscreants in society do their things on these campuses. So it's a big issue that any responsible leader who is interested in this space should pay attention to. Good morning, team. Kakra is right. The system of the country we are in is facilitated by leaders who only think about themselves and their families. We can't even manage sanitation, and we want to build the next generation. We are joking. If we keep going at this rate within the next 15 years, Togo, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, even Benin. You say even Benin? Well, check them out. You say they'll leave us behind. The irony is that the ambassador for the Red Means Stop campaign is constantly seen smoking on social media. This is okay. Calvin is alleging, making this concern. So he's also raising a fundamental point that we are seeing a lot of celebrities that young people look up to engaging in the smoking of all kinds of things and filming it and sharing on social media and all that kind of thing. It's a problem.
It is a problem that many Western countries are dealing with. You know, this new or the younger generation, right? They have coined their own language. They use memes and all kinds of things to sell illicit items and drugs online. So if you see a bomb and some bread looking sort of thing, you might interpret it on the face of it to mean that, oh, some food or blah, 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 like. But you see, they have specific codes attached to them. So a young girl, 14-year-old in need of something like that, knows where to go to merely by looking at her Snapchat and blah, 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 the configuration. It tells her what to do. Now, what that also means is that we must be alive to these responsibilities. And as a state, the Cyber Security Authority, the police department responsible for all of these cyber things, we are told in some cases they don't even have internet to operate. At least the last time we spoke about this matter. I think we need to understand that the game has moved beyond, give me drug here and on the surface of it. No. People are selling drugs online in a message only the people in the space understand.
And they're doing deliveries.
Exactly. And you need someone who has the sophistication and the nuance to decode these messages or infiltrate those systems and be able to take down those accounts. Hold the people responsible and deal with them.
And Bernard,
unfortunately, we are not doing much.
The next tragedy that's befalling us now is addiction to gambling. You know, we saw that story where bankers spent so much money of their customers to gamble, and it's a real thing. You are in an institution, you're at a program, people are at work, they're on their phone, you think they're working, they are gambling. It's a big concern.
For me, all the things we are discussing, it still comes back to parenting. I just want to urge different bodies to be more alive to community work. All right. So, for example, you're a church in a community. Be more concerned about the social things that happen around you, because there's a lot of help you can offer to the community in that way. So, whilst I want us to discuss parenting at all levels where you speak about it, I also think that in terms of this drug use, some of our churches and mosques can begin to do social outreaches to complement what the state is doing. Somebody said something interesting. He said, look, even if government bans usage of phones for under 16s, it's parents who have to enforce it at home. You see, so it's a partnership. So I am saying that parenting must become a key factor in our discussion. I even think we need to talk about parenting in our curriculum.
Yes, true.
Because I think it's the most important job some of us will do. Nothing prepares you for it except watching your father shout, hey, you understand? So maybe even the curriculum, we should agree on it's more, let's be more deliberate about parenting and let's also use some of the social, because luckily our religious society, parenting and the home, we are all quite conservative. You get it? So we should make it a national priority. In addition to whatever law we bring up or whatever. I am just saying in the issue of the teenagers that if you have places known for underage people, like teenagers are going there, you need to use law to prescribe that. So whilst there's a moral issue, you cannot allow a 13, 14-year-old to be sitting in some certain spaces so that they have to, by law, be compelled to be home. That's what I'm saying.
This is an issue we have so much to say on, and we'll keep the conversation going. Today on the Citi Business Festival On Air series, we are having a conversation with Maximus Ametogbo. We are discussing creative economy, monetizing content, culture, and talent. Instead of engaging in drugs and gambling and all, you can use your skills to monetize content, culture, and talent. And that conversation is something we will give you a better alternative to gambling and some of the things you engage in.
Before we go there, a couple of things. If you're looking for a fun way to stay active, connect with people, and have an exciting Saturday morning experience, then this is the event for you. 11 July, Saturday, 5:30 a.m. We will gather at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's the Omnic Basic 11th Health Walk. Expect an energetic health walk, massive exhibition with great deals and discounts, and a chance to network with 1,000 Ghanaians and more. Set your reminder and get ready for an unforgettable experience at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Saturday, July 11, 5:30 a.m. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Omni Basic Health Walk, better health starts here. In a world moving towards sustainability, SuperSem Cement is leading the way with the LC3 technology and eco-friendly innovation, making us Ghana's best choice. Choose our 32.5R Super Fast for plastering, mortar, screeding, and block laying. Our Super Power 42.5R is for durable foundations, coastal works, and high-rise structural works. SuperSem Cement dries fast, is waterproof, and prevents moisture damage and powdery walls. Call us on 055-3060-517. SuperSem, build your dream. Petra sees your whole journey, not just your retirement. From wealth building to settling down, we have solutions for every turn. Investments to build your future, insurance to protect what matters, easy homes to unlock your own doors early. We don't just manage money, we understand your story. Join the Petra family today and let's do life together.
Sure.
And at Penfield School, Oyarifa, we've been building confident, capable learners for 16 years. We are a co-ed day and boarding school running from Crest 2 to senior high school. Our unique hybrid curriculum combines Ghana's GES syllabus and Cambridge's checkpoint IGCSE and A-levels. Admissions for this year are open, but slots are limited. Give your child a strong foundation. Call or WhatsApp Penfield on 026-423-355 or 027-233-5359. Penfield, more than a school,
a launch pad. And you know that moment when you're trying to impress but you don't know what to say? Relax, just share a pack of Munchie chocolate chip cookies. Rich chocolatey crunch. It does the talking for you, whether it's break time at school, chilling with friends, or that special someone walking beside you. Munchie makes every moment feel easy and natural. So next time you're heading out, don't forget to grab your Munchie chocolate chip cookies. Start the moments that matter and enjoy the unmistakable crunch of the chocolate joy. Now, we often say that good health shouldn't be taken for granted. So whether it's for yourself or your loved ones, visit the International Maritime Hospital at Tema Community 3 for quality specialist healthcare. Their team of professionals is committed to providing compassionate, patient-centered care in a welcoming environment. For inquiries, call 053-519-7061. If you're looking for a best of flavor in everything, please discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available at a local store near you. 0550-032-231.
Choosing a husband, lying down to perform.
And you know, life doesn't stand still for you. It doesn't wait for you to be prepared. It just moves like that. And the best you can do for yourself is to prepare for life instead. A flexible policy like the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan to help build a legacy that offers you a cover of up to 300,000 Ghana cedis with no underwriting, greater flexibility with no limits to the lives you can cover up to age 80 and an uninterrupted cover, no lapse, enabling you to secure what matters most in the most simplest of ways. Dial *378*3 hash, request a call to Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan, and let's get you a plan that works for you and your family. Old Mutual do great things every day. See how lonely some of us feel? I'm glad Bernard is on fire. Policy can drive outcomes. Depending on political will, biology cannot take over thinking kids down. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, we'll bring you the Citi Business Festival on air series. We're discussing creative economy, monetizing content, culture, and talent.
After your own.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
Tired of dealing with messy hair? We've got your solution. Introducing new BO16 Styling Gel. It effortlessly hold and style your hair, leaving no white flakes behind. Choose from our original clear or sleek black gel to suit your style. BO16 Styling Gel. Because your hair deserves the best. Express yourself confidently. Available now at your nearest store. Grab yours and style with ease. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Every year, a young Ghanaian completes university, smart, hardworking, and full of hope, but no job opportunities. What if the goal was not for graduates to just get jobs, but positioned to create jobs? At Heritage Christian University, every program is designed to equip graduates with relevant skills, integrity, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills to turn ideas into businesses that feed families and employ communities. Heritage offers values-driven education that builds not just your career, but your character. Whether you're a school leaver with a dream or a professional ready for more, Heritage has a place for you. Call us on 0551 026 164. Visit hcu.edu.gh or locate us at Amasaman behind the stadium. Admission is in progress. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneur leaders.
There comes a time in every young guy's life when something changes. The girls in your class, they're not as loud as you thought, and not as annoying either. Wow, their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. You don't know when it happened, you don't know how, but suddenly you're always looking for an excuse to spend time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier.
Kwaku, can I have some of your Munchie chocolate chips cookies?
Hey, you! Start the moments that matter with Munchie chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
Munchie! This advert is FDA approved.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Original the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Thanks for joining us for our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, live here on 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television. What are we talking about today? Today, it's all about the creative economy. How do we monetize our content, also our culture as a country, and even our talent as creative entrepreneurs? And this we are having because we find ourselves in the last week of our Honors series, looking at the broad topic of innovation, technology, and the future of work, all in the context of digital transformation. My guest is someone you already know in the tech space. When I come back from this, I'll be telling you who he is. Hello again. The 2026 Citi Business Festival is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank. Our proud sponsors include Absa Bank, MTN, Zonate Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust. I am Nik Amarteifio. Today I'm talking to the CEO of Pop Out, a company whose name I find very interesting. I will be talking to Maximus Ametogo, who is the CEO of that particular company. Amazing. We are talking about the creative economy today, how to monetize content, culture, and talent. And this topic I find very interesting. Yeah. I don't know if it's a topic for the Gen Zs or it's for all of us.
It's for everybody, because for the one who creates the content or the one who is creative and the one who runs the economy. So we all need it.
We are all in the ecosystem.
Exactly. So we have to move from gold to stories.
I see.
Yes.
What then do we mean when you say the creative economy?
So creative economy is just about turning, your creativity or talent or knowledge into an economic value, right? So if I produce a movie, or I play games, or I develop games, or I can create a digital content or experience, I should be able to convert that into an economic value and make some money from it.
I see. So it's not just about having a passion for what you do, whether it's your creativity, your talent, or knowledge. It's something we can also say is a sustainable business form.
Exactly. So we have to convert that creativity or that knowledge base into economic value and make money off it. So that we'll move away from what I call the hobby lobby.
Lobby.
Yes.
Amazing.
You think your creativity is just a hobby. When people are monetizing it, you are excited about the passion and the adrenaline, but you are still broke. So you need to find a way of monetizing that, so you move away from that hobby lobby into a business district.
This monetization you talk about, I see two sides of the coin. So it can be you as the digital or creative entrepreneur, and also the whole country, the economy. So the creativity bit also pushes the economy forward.
Exactly.
But where will you say we currently find ourselves in as a country and also as players in the tech space regarding our creative economy? Are we at the beginning stages? Are we somewhere in the middle? Have we, done things that we can say we are really advanced?
So I think we are close to the middle, because we have a lot of people. We have the creativity already. We have artifacts of it. We have evidence of the creativity already there. We just need to find the marketplace for the creativity and give it some, economic, governance structure, and then we can monetize it and make it into an economic product that we can sell to the rest of the world.
I see.
Yeah.
You had earlier mentioned some of the, creativity areas that we have. You can talk about, the visual arts, the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Some even talk about the cultural tourism now, and a lot more.
Yeah.
So just break it down for us. What can we turn from, in making our creativity to, value?
So people want to experience our creativity in whichever form we express it, whether fashion, art, movies, storytelling, and whatever expressions that people will value or find relevant. So we must be able to identify how we can express our creativity into a product that people want to buy or spend money on, right? So when we clearly define that, then we can put some pricing model or some business model to it and market it on the various platforms. So now we have all these social media platforms, online platforms, where you can reach the rest of the world instantly and scale to whichever market or people you want to reach out to. So we have that. We need to have that understanding, the business literacy. We need to have that as creative people so that we can create that value for ourselves.
Is there one sector you say we are there yet? And is there also a sector you say we are lagging behind? I really want to get a practical bit of it. So, well, I'm here. I'm a journalist. You are also in the tech space. I don't know what I can, create and then make money out of it. You are also doing some.
Yeah.
So maybe give us some ideas.
So for a journalist, teach me how to tell stories. Okay. How do you tell your stories? How do you create your content? How do you produce the content that we see on TV? Is knowledge you are transferring to your audience, and they would love to know that so that they can learn from it and also be like you or be able to use it, apply it in a different way. So typically a musician, you are streaming on maybe on a YouTube platform or a Spotify or an Apple Music, but that traffic can also translate into concerts that you are going, invitations that you are going to get because of the popularity of your music. Then the next moment you are selling franchise with your name embossed on it or the caption of your album, and then the next moment you are also licensing the music to brands who want to use it to sell their products. So you can do so many extensions from this one skill or culture, skill that you have, and make money from it. So that's what I would say for the creative people. If you are into drama or comedy, one of the most highly consumed content on the internet is comedy. So people love comedy. So the skits and then the stand-up comedy, the jokes that people give, is exciting because it triggers positive emotions in people. So if you're a comedian, put yourself in front of your camera and start, performing. You start getting the viewership and the audience and attention, and you start making money.
I see.
On it, if the platforms find your channel very monetizable.
Indeed, it's getting interesting here on our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026. I'm talking to Maximus Ametogo, CEO of Pop Out. You had mentioned that you create for viewers or audience. So let's talk about it now. How do you get the right audience? And what will you say are the digital tools needed in the current dispensation if you really want to make, a name for yourself in the creative economy?
So I've come to realize that if you want to monetize your content on platforms, you have to start from the money or the business angle than just the hobby angle. Right? So
which is why I said we've moved away from the hobby lobby.
Yes, exactly. So right come to the business district.
Business.
Yes.
Right from the beginning.
I'm coming to make fun, or I'm coming to fool to make money. You start from there.
It's
then
not for fun making.
Exactly. So when your audience start growing and you start getting attention, then you realize you are getting closer to your goal of making money, and then your channel getting monetized.
So it's not as if you just create the content. When you realize that you are getting the audience, then you say, let me make money out of them.
Yes, monetization doesn't come by chance.
I see. Exactly. Interesting. To the tools now.
Yeah, so you have your phone. Your phone is like a publishing house, your studio, right? The phone that you have, it converts video instantly. You can even post the video instantly. You don't need to go to an editing bench and all that. So if you have a joke that you want to tell, structure it on paper, right? I want to tell the jokes. So these are the hooks and these are the exciting areas. This is how I close my jokes. So, and this is the format I'm going to follow for all my jokes. So if I'm opening the video, I'll start laughing for 2 minutes in a funny way that people will start getting into the mode before I start telling my jokes. And then how do I also initiate the joke? I can have an opener. The usual one, if it's once upon a time, they are going to tell us a story, or you start with some hook to get our attention first.
I see.
Then, of course, when you have that plan out, then you can you have your equipment. So the equipment is not like a production studio. Your phone with a camera and good lighting, you are fine. You just go and get some lighting, 100 CDs lighting or 150 CDs or whatever. You start like that. You don't need to have very high definition or resolution videos from the onset. Start with your phone, and sometimes start as authentic as you can be. That's all you have. So start
fake it.
Yes, don't fake it. Right? So when you start with that one, you start producing your video, get your friends to watch it. If they like it, then you start posting. Let me go to YouTube, let me go to TikTok, let me go to Facebook, because the video, YouTube is meant for video content, and TikTok is the slice of the video, shorter versions of the video. So if you do a 5-minute video, you want to cut a portion of it that can go on TikTok as a teaser, so that people can go and watch more on your YouTube channel, because that is your primary channel.
I see.
Then Facebook also becomes like a direction sign. So you're also directing people from Facebook to go and watch the full video. Then when you start growing the channel, over time, you start getting subscribers. Of course, you are going to instruct them that if you love my jokes, you want to watch more jokes, you know, subscribe to my channel and share the content so your friends can also join. The more followers you have, the more jokes I'll bring to you, right? Then you start doing like that. You start growing the channel gradually. Then if you realize there are people already in your niche, comedy niche, who have already grown their market, bring them, feature them as collaborators on your channel, so that you can share some of your community also or audience with them, so they can also feature you and say, hey, today I'm going on this comedy channel, so let's meet there and have fun. Then you are also directing people and sharing traffic, and it will boost the growth of your channel quickly. And then you can start monetizing when you get a number of views on YouTube and the number of subscribers on YouTube. Then YouTube will monetize that channel. Then they start paying you for placing adverts within your videos, and also the number of views that you are getting.
I see. I see a lot of things, you know, from your conversation and from all that you've enumerated. But in doing all of these, must I be an all-rounder? Must I be my own idea to conceptualize the idea? Must I be the same person financing? Must I be the same person taking the videos? Must I be the same person doing the distribution on social media? I mean, how feasible is all of these?
Every business starts with the owner of the idea, the one who gives birth to it. But over time, you start delegating some of the roles to other people.
Okay.
So you start with what you can afford. If you can pay a camera person or somebody who can come and do a nice editing for you on your phone with maybe a CapCut software, and these things you can also learn it on your own.
Okay.
So if you have the time, you want to make money, of course you have to save money first before you can make money. So you start from there. Then you start building your branded studio, like the way you have a nice City Business Festival studio. Then I can do my comedy in a studio, air conditioned. I won't be sweating in my room doing the skits and all that. So you can start from there and start delegating and start expanding. You become a media house. In fact, you are a media channel. Having a social media presence, it makes you a media channel. So because you have audience that you engage every time, so you can scale and delegate later.
We are still live here on our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026. Today we are looking at the creative economy, and my guest is Maximus Ametogo, CEO of Pop Out, and we are really looking at how creative businesses can turn, you know, their talent as well as what they do into sustainable sources of income. We are not done. When we come back, we'll be looking at how the algorithm works for each media platform and what content is suitable for what platform. Stay with us. You're welcome back to our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, where today we are looking at the creative economy, content monetization for both the culture of the country as well as talent of creative entrepreneurs. And I'm talking to Maximus Ametogo, CEO of Pop Out. Maybe this is the time for you to tell us about Pop Out. What do you guys do and why the name Pop Out? It's very interesting.
So Pop Out, we empower businesses with digital solutions. That's what we do. So whatever way we can help you optimize and be more effective using technology tools, that's what we do.
So if I want to go into content creation, I can come to you.
You can
you
come
help me out.
Consult.
Well, before we went on that break, we were talking about how to, you know, earn income today as a creator. You had spoken about advertisement and also collaboration. What more is there to it?
So aside advertisement, you can also come up with merchandise products.
Okay.
Right, either T-shirts or you see your nice water bottle and any other products that your audience will be interested in, that you can just put your logo on it and market it to them. And sometimes, if I'm a musician, I can stream my music. So that one is direct product sales. And then event tickets, I can sell it. I can sell my t-shirts of the music I've produced, the title. I can do a brand around it. And I can even develop a course on how to start a music career, or how to write a song, or how to sing a song. I can do voice training and all that as a musician. Then the YouTube monetization, so the platform revenue comes in when I'm able, if I qualify for that, I can monetize the viewership and the audience that I have. And then YouTube monetization, the TikTok creator program, and then we have Facebook monetization too as well. So if somebody wants to make a post or a reel, they can add my music to it, and Facebook pays me for that, for they using my music as a background music audio for the particular post or video that they are doing, right? Then the audience, I can also create a membership. So my YouTube channel, I can create a community and say, okay, if you want to learn more about what I do, some things are for public, some are for my community people. So subscribe, maybe $10 a month, and then you become part of my community.
Premium subscription.
Yes, exactly. So you have the free people where the platforms pay you money, and the community people where the people subscribe to get more premium content from you, right? And then the commercial revenue is when brands say, okay, let me talk to Ni. Ni should be the face of our brand. Or we want to reach out to the community of followers that Ni has on his YouTube channel. Then they find you, they pay you money. And that's how we also make gain commercial revenue from that. So there are several ways of, making revenue from the same content.
Let's talk about monetization now. And this time around, I want us to get practical here.
Right.
What content works for which social media platform?
Okay, so I'll go for the audience. What content works for the audience? Because the Facebook is for people who like mixed content. So they have video, they love videos, they love text, they love images.
So video, text, images.
Yeah,
Facebook.
So that's for Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to create the same content. I'm treating it as a visual, an image, or a video for those content, or even a status post. Then we have the YouTubes. They love videos. So I'm going to create content, a video content for my YouTube audience, right? So when I create the content for the YouTube audience, whether short or longer versions, I can post the longer one under videos and put the shorter ones under shorts, right? Or they are shorts, they have a shorts category of content. Then TikTok, I say, okay, the younger people, their attention span is very small, like golden fish. So I have to do clips of the same 5 minutes video. Maybe I will do 1 minute each, and then slice them and put them on TikTok to direct traffic to YouTube, or keep it like that. Because if I'm getting a lot more audience on TikTok, then it means that I have to compress my longer videos into a 1 minute treatment. So if I want to target younger people on TikTok. So that's how I do it. And then the more audience I get, the more the platform, because if the product they sell is attention, right? They are not selling, Mark Zuckerberg is not selling Facebook. He's selling the attention of the users on Facebook. That's why he sells to advertisers. So if you're able to create that value for him, then he will say, okay, let's share revenue. If I show my content to people using your newsfeed, it means you are going to get the attention of people, right? So if you get attention, then I can interrupt that attention or your content using ads. So I'll place ads in between your content. I'll tell advertisers to advertise because I can get 1 million people watching their video advert on daily basis. So if you want to get 1 million people, I can get the exposure for you. The Facebook will share that revenue with you. YouTube will do the same thing. And then the other platforms are also following the same model. So that's how they monetize the channels. And YouTube, they also have the ad placement, the banners that they put on your videos. And sometimes they log the video. You have to watch the advert before you can have access to the video content to watch. So they have all this monetization. frameworks that a lot of the content they distribute on your behalf must follow. And that's how they share revenue with you.
So if I listen to you, I'll get all my things right, but if I'm not able to get the money, then it means that my efforts have come to naught, which is why. So in wrapping up, I want you to tell me about what you've realized in the industry when it comes to payments and settlement systems, as well as branding in content creation.
Right. So before that, there's this, I think there's an Indian lady or so, one of the Asian countries. She created over 200 and something videos on YouTube. She never got monetized. She got angry and deleted everything. You know, this is a scam, right? Because she felt frustrated, right? So for personal branding, of course, you are selling your personality, you are selling your value. Yes. You must understand the business side of what you are doing first. Or along the way. Otherwise, you end up wasting your time and money on that content you are creating. So the business side of things must be taken care of. And you must maybe get a business development manager to look at your work, the work that you have done so far, and how you can monetize it locally and internationally. I see. Of course, I have some friends who even get invites to attend film festivals, game events. I've spoken at some esports events because of what the kind of content I create, you know, online and all that. So the opportunity is there for you to build that brand that people want to tap into and pay you for, right? So personal branding is very key. Don't be talking about comedy. The next moment you are selling tilapia. The next moment you are doing this. So
you should be known for something.
You should be known for something, and something that is auxiliary to what you are doing, not too different.
I see. Final point. And this is final point.
Yes.
Intellectual property in content creation. How do I protect what I've created so that nobody else can replicate it?
So we have copyright office in Ghana. I don't know whether they have the digital assets component. So it comes to policy and regulation. You know, when you're watching videos, they have all these clips that they used to end. There's this small boy who laughs and cries at the same time. So a lot of the videos that you watch, I wonder whether they've even registered that. If they are registered, by now, I'm sure they will be millionaires by now. So any content you create, as much as possible, find out, talk to a lawyer, a copyright lawyer or intellectual property lawyer, how you can register that so that people will not use it for free, or you make money from brands who use it for whatever reason they're using it for.
Solid. Thank you very much, Maximus Ametogo, CEO of Pop Out. I'm Neil Lati, and this has been another exciting and educative episode of our honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, which is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank. Our proud sponsors include Absa Bank, MTN, Zonate Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
The city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Your health is your most valuable asset, and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe health care should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care, combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. So whether it's for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital at Community 3, Tema, or call 0303-220-030 or 055-222290. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants
and delightful flavors. Choose Cleans for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleans your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Charlie, these days there are Azan everywhere, and GCB Bank is on the alert to protect your money. So be vigilant. I should share my OTP with you. How can you tell me this story? Masa, one-time PIN will be group work, so don't share. Azan, they say share your PIN for them to help you. Azan, unknown link, bia, no click so pa. Bebre Azan, free ATM help, say. My friend, look sharp. GCB Bank will never ask for your PIN, OTP, or Ghana card details. Don't fall victim. Think before you click or send anything. Azan Boys Day Street. So DG, call 0800 422 422 toll free or WhatsApp 0202 422 422 when in doubt. This fraud alert campaign, Azan, is brought to you by GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055 00 322 31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Eno, you know what our father left us when he died?
Debts?
He left us land, Eno. But Nanayo said the land is his. The court said, come back in 2031.
Hey, that's not an inheritance. That's a curse, brother.
Real Ejapade doesn't come with disputes. At Deftraco Woodlands, a 592-acre master plan gated city in Dawenya, your inheritance is waiting. Don't leave your children a court case. Leave them Deftraco Woodlands, the Ejapade they'll be proud of. Visit woodlands.devtracogroup.com. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0208-732-302.
Kofi, I think we need to call them.
Deftraco Woodlands, where your roots run deep.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Three minutes to the top of the hour. Bill's Microcredits has some information for you. We all know that silence. Oh, I like the song you're playing, man. Now, when your rent is due and you can't pick up the call, the shop is empty and you're pretending it's fine. Your salary finished 2 weeks ago and there is still a week to go. When your goods are stuck at the port and the clearing agents keep calling. When your business idea is ready but the cash isn't. That silence has a name. It's called money. So Bills breaks the silence. Whether you need working capital, a salary loan, emergency cash, or startup funding, your Ghana card is all you need. 0596 920 833. Break the silence. Bills got you. And for years, you've trusted Sunny Gold Brown Sugar for its consistent quality and packaging. Now take control of your sugar intake in a more convenient way with your trusted Sunny Gold brand. We have introduced Sunny Gold Brown Sugar Sticks in 10 and 5 gram paper sachets. It's perfect for hotels, restaurants, schools, homes, offices, or on the go, and even large gatherings like parties, funerals, and conferences. Sunny Gold Brown Sugar also comes in cubes, bottles, and sachets for all your cooking and bulk needs. Sunny Gold is a tradition of consistent quality available at a shop near you. And when you buy anything, it's got to be the very best. Diamond 42.5 hour grade is the highest quality on the Ghanaian market. Since the year 2000, Diamond has put smiles on the faces of homeowners, block makers who've supported numerous construction projects. We are rated green by the EPA. We have the 32.5 hour grade as well. You deserve the very best, though. Make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Anyone who wishes to buy Diamond Cement should deal with the company directly. Locate us nationwide. Our factories are in Aflao, Takrady, and Bwepe. Call us 0202021175. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond.
If you know, you know. But if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. The big ballers in town. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what they know. Yes. How much is money? It's nothing. Ballin'. Premium or nothing. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what they know.
As top of the hour, we are bowling today. Oh yeah, now you know. Thank you so much for doing the listening. My name is Caleb Kudah. I was here with Bernardino Koku Avle, Richard Dela, Francisca, Kakra, Forson. Many thanks to Fred Tete Jabano, Samuel Attah-Mensah, Godfred Akoto, the richest man. It's my birthday. Go out there and ball. Go and ball in my name. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Premium or not. Have a blessed day. Antina is taking over the radio this morning. It's gonna be a jam as always. Have a blessed day. Many blessings to you.